What is up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of AOS Trash Pandas. I'm your host, Rob, and with me, as usual, is Carson. How's it going, Carson?
It's good.
Yeah.
And how are you, Rob?
Oh, yeah. That's what I needed. I needed a little bit of dramatic pause because
Quivering with that kiss of
there's nothing better.
patience.
This is like the opposite of finishing each other's sentences.
Yeah. It's like completely different tones, completely different cadences. Just,
Yep. Like
Yeah.
it's like row, row, row your boat when you sing it with other people. Like one person starts a sentence and then another person starts a sentence. Yeah, it's all good. I'm sure you all enjoyed that. We've got a decent amount to talk about. We didn't get a chance to talk at all before the stream because Carson was practicing ballet, I think you said.
Yeah. You weren't supposed to tell people that. But
Oh, I'm sorry.
Right.
What was I thinking? That was thoughtless of me. But we didn't get a chance to talk before the stream, so that's my excuse.
That's true.
Yeah. So, Carson, if that's your real name, you know that we're talking about the 5-alarm tournament coming up, and that's going to be the main topic of discussion. You knew that there was a rumor engine, but there's a couple of things that we didn't get a chance to talk about. I'm going to throw like a little surprise in there. Maybe, it's probably all stuff that you've seen. But anyway, did you look at the rumor engine?
I'm looking at it right now, and it looks very 40K, and therefore I don't think I care.
Yep. Moving right along. I like it. So there was also, now this you did know about, but we didn't talk about talking about it. There was a 40K balance data slate thing that they popped out too early. It was a pre-me update. And so that happened, what was it, like late last week? Or
Wednesday.
Wednesday? Okay, yeah. Things have been really blending together here. So, and it was intended to come out tomorrow, I think, right? Now,
I think that's right.
Why does that apply to us? Well, usually we get it a week after, right? So we're thinking that next Wednesday-ish, we're going to get the AOS update, right?
Yeah. Unless they decide to also bump AOS back a week because they bumped 40K back a week by accident.
But no, but it came out too early.
I know, but I'm saying that because it came out too early, they're like, we might as well keep the same relative distance for the AOS thing, and then maybe they release it.
But it was supposed to come out tomorrow.
I understand, but I'm saying that because it didn't by accident, they might compensate by releasing AOS a week after it came out, which would be tomorrow.
Oh!
Yeah.
I don't think so because it seemed like they hadn't Actually, that would be sick. That would be really awesome. Damn it! Why are you telling me that?
I don't know.
I thought you were saying for some reason they were gonna update or release it a week later than intended. And I was like, but that doesn't make any sense because the one came early. I see. Okay.
Yeah. No, the only reason I say that is because I know of 2 big events that are happening this weekend, and if for some reason the update does come tomorrow, everyone should make sure, if you're attending these events, you should make sure that your apps are not set to auto update. Otherwise, you're going to be on outdated because they're for sure going to be adding FAQs, points changes, any clarifications.
It's like a major update. So yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Interesting.
So, yeah.
I
don't auto update.
So. I would love that just because I don't know about everyone else, but it feels kind of stale for me right now. AOS in general. I really am jonesing for an update right now. How about you? Is this just something that I'm feeling personally because I've got other stuff going on in my life, or is it are other people out there? What does the chat think? What do you think?
I don't think it's necessarily getting stale. I think that the weird thing is that whenever you have a GHB, you have a post GHB jank that's kind of happening.
That's true.
The weird thing is there's like 4 or 5 different janky armies. So you're like, I guess it's okay because there's so much
Right.
jank that like they're all kind of like
Right.
attacking each other, and it's not just like one problem.
That's
So
fair. Now,
it's like kind of alright.
what are the janks? Like, because
Cities,
okay.
Daughters of Cain,
Yeah.
KO,
Okay. Yeah.
and arguably actually Feck right now.
Really?
New Feck is kind of, it's a little crazy.
Is it? What is crazy? Like,
It's just another issue of like you have hyper efficient crypt guard for, people are
Okay.
just going to spam like 80 of them or something like that, and they have the
Huh.
whole like 3-up strikes first, and they have like a good stat line. There's recursion, like it's just too efficient.
I see. Interesting. I wasn't like impressed with them at all because they had like a unit of night runners took them out. You know what I mean? The unit of night runners took them out because they only have a 6-up save now, and so yeah.
Yeah, but it's like 200 points for 20 wounds of 3 attacks each, and like Ren 1, damage 1, they can fight first. Like it's just like a lot of stuff for a surprisingly cheap price tag. And if you have one unit, I could see you being pretty underwhelmed. But if you have like 4 or 5 units of them, then you're like, well,
It's true, but like they're on 4s and 4s though, right?
yeah, but they can really easily get to 3s and 3s. Deranged transformation gets them to 4s and 3s, and then all out attack gets them to 3s and 3s. Or if you do the delusion for +1 to hit on the charge, they can be actually +2 to hit if you all out attack, and you can like ignore a -1 to hit. And that crit auto wound does a lot of work. That's like 10 automatic saves on 60 attacks. So
right, yeah. That's possible. Interesting, huh? I found that like the army is like the almost quintessential glass cannon, where it like because it just everything dies so easy, but I mean that's great because like I actually have 20 new on Sprue Crypt Guard that I'm never going to like do anything with, so maybe I can sell them. Maybe someone wants them. Yeah, interesting, very cool.
But yeah, so I think it'll be interesting to see what the data slate does. There's plenty of armies out there that need help for sure.
Yeah,
and there's plenty of armies that need to be kind of knocked down a peg, or maybe they'll start doing the whole like power creep thing and just like start pricing down those armies that needs help like crazy. So
I hope not. Like it's one of those things like you see it in video games, you see it in Warhammer, where it's like, well, if we only buff units, then everyone's happy. But at a certain point, if you don't nerf it, then the army's just like the table like gets out of control. Like 40K kind of became that, where now it's like $2,000 if you want to buy an army in 40K, and you just have to paint so much. Where it gets kind of like back to the 8th edition fantasy problem, where like to get into the hobby, it's like like a lot of the time when you enter this hobby, people are like, well, you're not really playing the game until you're playing 2,000 points. Like it's balanced at 2,000 points, so you really want to be at 2,000 points, and you hear all that kind of thing a lot. And in 40K, it's like, I need to paint how much stuff to get to 2,000 points? Like this is going to take me 5 years, and in AOS isn't as bad, but like that's why I don't want them to go that route, because I think, especially when we're not on a 6x4 table, and you know what I mean? It's not, anyway. I'll be curious too. Any like, so you called out, I don't think they're going to touch Feck because it just came out. Like there's no, there
might be a small points bump or something.
There might be, yeah, for sure. I could absolutely see that. 40K is worse than AOS. You could have written that the other way. By the way, thanks for being a member, but you could have put like AOS over 40K, right? Like, isn't that like the glass half full way of saying that? I mean, I agree with you. Like, we don't even touch the rumor engine, but anyway, I'm curious what people think though. Tired of seeing cities dock elves and cities topping every event. I haven't been paying attention, to be honest, so that is interesting. Once Silksong came out, I was just like, bye everyone. I'll talk to you later. And it's been amazing. Like, holy smokes, that company, they're very impressive. People are complaining about the difficulty. I think it's fine, but they've already kind of, thrown people a few bones in the early game to like, make it easier and stuff. And they're very responsive. So yeah, clearly like just something like made with pure love. Obviously it took them 8 years to make it, so you would hope that that's what they're doing, but still. Anyway, so okay, that is very interesting. Any other anything else you think that they might touch on for the balance update?
I don't know. They might. I think any like big fundamental rules changes is probably going to be saved for the December battle scroll. If it's anything like last year,
right?
Where they added Field Sergeant and they added Prized Beast, and
that's true. Although, like, I kind of wonder if like Prized Beast and Field Sergeant was like kind of a reaction that they had. Like they couldn't catch up to it, after like 2 months after the game came out in September. You know what I mean? So like they were like, okay, like people are like, oh man, our armies are slow, and like all this stuff piled up. So they were like, we're saving it for December. And I mean, like you could make the same argument because we just got this huge like major change of a GHB not that long ago as well. So I could definitely see that being the case. But it seems like that is sort of their plan, right? Is like you get like an incremental change in September, but like where they swing for the fences more and do major hits seems like December. So that makes sense to me. But yeah, I hope that they, again, I hope they don't change things too much. You know what I mean? Like I don't want them like in terms of balance, because like, there's been a lot of overcorrection, and it's not as big a deal with the Army of Renown like for Khorne, but like people really are hating playing against KO right now. And like, I'm like kind of unplugged a little bit right now from the game, and I'm hearing just so many complaints, but like, I don't want them to overcorrect for KO or anything. You know what I mean? Like yeah.
KO is like the slaves to darkness of this GHB,
Right.
I think, where it's just like an RB that's capable of crossing the table and deleting you in one turn.
Right.
Or just like ending the game in one turn, and that's like really tough to reconcile, and especially when that army's too efficient, it's like it's really annoying to deal with. So
Yeah.
it's I have a feeling it's probably going to be another one of those changes. Like when Slaves to Darkness got their changes in I think April, that battle scroll.
Yeah.
A lot of people were like, this isn't enough. There's still going to be a problem, blah, 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 blah. Because everyone was thinking that they were going to just like absolutely nerf Slaves to Darkness, but it ended up being fine.
It was perfect. That's like, that should be like the gold standard of like how to do stuff. Like, because the meta has to catch up too. And like, by the time they nerf stuff, then the meta usually hasn't caught up. So like if they nerf it like 50% of like what everyone's calling for, the meta will probably do the rest. And like, there's also the fact that like, if you're one of those players, right? One of those people who are playing an army to win tournaments, as soon as they nerf them, like even if they give them a minor nerf, those people disappear. Because they're onto whatever is the newest filth. You know what I mean? So like all those people that saw all those nerfs are just like, oh, okay, well, I'm not going to play Slaves to Darkness anymore because, they're not like overpowered, So yeah, I would like it. Yeah. Anyway, we'll see. But I think we'll get 2 more battle tactics cards in December, says Bing. That's an interesting idea. I would be surprised because they haven't done something like that before. They've done it a little bit in 40K though, where they've done like kind of, they've added like different, I forget what they're called, secondaries in 40K, in updates. Like I think even last December they added like a few different things like that. So,
I mean, near the end of third, I remember they gave some battle tactics to some armies, like
that's true.
War clans and.
But that was like the problem though. Like, so back then though, too, to be fair, that was a balance issue because like your book depended on how good the battle tactics were in your book. Whereas now we don't have that anymore. Right. We don't even have like destruction order segregated battle tactics. Right. So like the only argument for balance that you could say, and by the way, if they add it, I actually would like that. I would actually really like that. I'm not speaking against them doing that, just to be clear. The only thing I'm bringing up is now it's not an issue of balance because everyone has access. The only way that it's kind of like segregated in any way, shape, or form is it's like this is just an example, like if they had like a really good tactic that used monsters for battle tactics as an example, well, the Nighthawk would be like, we don't have any monsters at all. So like we need to give something that's, you know what I mean? Like, or whatever. Or like you could say that like the opposite is probably actually more true for giants because they don't have, like they can't do scouts. Like there's a few of them that they just don't have access to. Like they just don't work. Right. So, yeah, but like that would be cool. They have surprises too. Like to be fair, the last update with Scourge of Gyran was a big, huge, unexpected free update that like surprised everyone. And it was actually overall awesome. Really good, right? Like not every army got something, like not every army's update was really cool, but like some of them were awesome. Like some of them were really good updates overall. Like the Skaven one in particular, like the Screaming Bell change is fantastic. It's such an iconic thing. They made like one of the coolest new units, the Brood Terror, like super good and usable now. And like, you know what I mean? They just kind of added a lot of cool stuff, cool heroic traits. Yeah. So that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool indeed.
Canada Born says, I actually miss the Army grand strategies. It did add flavor. The problem was they weren't like, it's so hard to balance. And they didn't. They didn't even like really try. Like if you look at Doc, remember like when their book came out and it was like, oh, this one is, you cannot stop them from doing this. I mean, that was a battle tactic. Or like, but the Zeech grand strategy, for example, was like, you don't interact with it at all. It's just like, did he use the Destiny dice? No? Okay, well then you automatically get those points. Yeah. So.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just like sitting. I've seen Zeech players in the past just like set those dice to the side and be like, that's my grand strat. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah, exactly. I literally did that. I was just like, when I was playing Zeech for, like a couple months or whatever, I was just like, okay, well, these are the dice that I need to use later. And we'll see, maybe Kairos because you can used to be able to get Destiny dice back through Kairos in 3rd edition. So I was like, still mucking about with that. But you have like a 6 and a 3. You just like put those two aside and now I got to play the game, But
yay.
Yeah. So.
Yep.
Yeah, it was really good qual in 3rd edition. I think it was at the end of 3rd edition, right? When people were playing like 2 or 3 of them because they were just like underpriced. It was actually at your first Grand Championship that you went to. Remember? They made Screaming Bells like next to nothing, and they made them like 200 points, and they made it so that they didn't need to be pushed into battle anymore at one point. And then we were just seeing them all over the place. But
yeah, that was when Tom Maudsley brought that. Like,
yeah,
at the first WCW. That's what you're referring to.
Yeah. The LRL guy played the Skaven guy. That's how I think about it. And they've been good at different times. They were good in 2nd edition. They were pretty good. So, but the thing is though about the Screaming Bell, and this isn't supposed to be about Skaven, but I'll always make it about Skaven. But the Screaming Bell is like one of the most iconic Warhammer units of all time. It's a giant platform with a bell on it. It doesn't seem like any kind of war machine in the traditional sense, and that's what kind of makes it so cool, is that it stands out as something truly iconic and different. So you want it to be usable. People want to take it. I'm painting another one, and it's taken me forever because I was making the base. I think I showed you the base that I made for it, and I taped up like the crystals or whatever, so I didn't get paint on them. And then when I pulled the Teflon Warhammer designed like Vallejo Teflon tape, it peeled off the paint which I didn't even know existed on the colored glass. So I was just like, I guess I'm redoing the whole thing again. So that's what I've been doing lately. Anyway, yeah, hopefully that would be so awesome if the update came out tomorrow. Oh, Carson, damn it. Because like what you say is true. Like the translation, they probably have two different teams that are translating it anyway. I don't think so. I think it's coming next week.
I think most likely that's the case. I just wanted to make it clear that people should probably turn their app updates off.
That's true.
If you're going to an event.
Make a good point. And they showed off a Warhammer Mini. This pretty incredible Chaos Warrior Lord or something like that. I'm not really sure. He clearly came up in the 90s when shoulder pads were very popular. Little bit of a pinhead, but overall, I love it. It's like, it reminds me, I think, of like the Chaos Warriors of Chaos, like front cover from like, I don't know, like 7th edition, 8th edition. I don't know. Fantasy, an old cover. Maybe you guys can tell me in the chat, but it's always about Skaven. That's true. I can't help myself. But anyway, I just thought this was really cool. There's also like a Space Marine of some kind, but no one cares about that. Well, actually, a lot of people care about that, but not me. So I didn't show it. But you can change the head on him too. So he's got like this effed up face, like straight out of Mad Max. Clearly into eating other human flesh. But
I don't know. He looks more like what's his face from Event Horizon after he like plays himself.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Where we're going, we won't need eyes. Yeah.
Oh, gross. Yeah. I don't know. For some reason, he reminded me of Valdo from Soul Calibur, but I don't think that it's like I haven't seen that character in long enough that I think I'm probably wrong, but there's just something there. Yeah.
He also kind of looks like the hunchback guy from 300.
Oh, yeah, kinda. He had like more flesh though.
Yeah.
Like this guy works out and he's, strict. He's on like a carnivore diet of only human meat.
Yeah, this is like the hunchback guy's like Chad older brother.
Yeah.
The golden child. Yeah.
I think his name is Chadicus, actually.
Chadicus.
Yeah. I don't remember the hunchback guy's name, but I remember Chadicus because, he's too cool.
And his younger brother, whoever, doesn't matter.
Yeah. Some hunchback named whoever. Yeah. Not important. Yeah. I think he drops LVO weekend. Oh, okay. It's Jon Snow if he pledged to chaos. I mean, I think with the helmet on, maybe. Yeah. I forget the actor's name, but he's a much.
Kit Harington?
Is it? But he's a much handsomer lad than this guy, than Chadicus.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
this guy looks more like the guy who doesn't have a tongue from Game of Thrones. Is it Ilan Payne? Is that his name?
Oh, I think so. I haven't seen it in so long.
Yeah, it is Ilan Payne.
Is it? Nice. Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Anyway, we should probably move on to the thing that the show is about.
So, Carson is going to 5 Alarm this coming weekend, and we're going to do a list review show. We are going to we're going to do every name, and we are giving out a trophy, probably, almost certainly. I've ordered some trophies. They are very fancy.
Yeah. We're definitely in the red on these. I don't think we should have ordered these. They're way too high quality, way too expensive.
It's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. They're kind of breaking the budget. You guys will see. Next time I'll try and hold it up so you can all be
if you can even lift it. It's so heavy.
I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. I did hurt my shoulder the other week, so I'll be careful. But I mean, it might blind you all. It's that beautiful. Having said that, so I'm going to try and get it to. we've got trophies for the first place winners of the events only that Carson is going to, and that we do a list review show for. Okay, but from here on out, we're hoping to do this. So, yeah, all those major tournaments. So without further ado, I guess I'll spin that wheel. Anything to add?
Let's do it.
Cool.
Oh, maybe some like small details on what this event actually is. This is
Sure.
Dayton O'Bray's like biannual tournament that he does. There's 5 alarm and false alarm, 5 alarms in the fall, false alarms in spring. And then it's 48 players. It's held in a very small mountain town called Sparwood, which is the home of the biggest truck.
Right.
Yeah. and there's people too, I think.
Yeah.
It's about a 3-hour drive away from Calgary and about like an 11-hour drive from Vancouver. It's a ways. I'm going to be flying to Calgary and being picked up by a very nice person who I will not say their name on the air just in case they don't want to be doxxed. But thank you very much for picking me up. And yeah, I know that they're going to be doing some like raffles for muscular dystrophy.
Oh, cool.
And there's going to be like a fully painted Soulblight Gravelord's army.
Right. I forgot to buy my ticket. Because I saw it on Instagram. And then anyway, yeah, thank you. Maybe could someone message me? One of you kind people message me on Discord. Or just one person. Beefy, message me on Discord. Please. Thank you.
Or else.
Yeah, or else. Or else I'll do nothing.
So there's people from all over Canada coming to this event. Like we've got Ridge, last year's Team Canada captain, coming all the way from Ontario. We've got people from Winnipeg, from Saskatchewan, Alberta, BC. Like it's truly like
it's a big tournament. Like there's a lot of people on this wheel. I don't know how many people are in the tournament, but
48,
47. Okay.
But
I mean, it's in Sparwood. That's amazing.
Well, I mean, it just speaks to like the hospitality.
Yeah,
that I've heard is like really excellent. So
yeah, our friend Andy went to the last one, and he was saying it's like one of the most hospital. I think he said it was the most hospital tournament he's ever been to, which is crazy. Like, because he's TO extraordinaire. Anyway, I'll spin the wheel. Gonna make you feel. But just so we do have a rating system for the names. I got to get like that picture on lock so I can
just you now.
That'd be great. So Jared Brown is the first one.
Oh, yeah, no, he's won a bunch of these before.
He's won a bunch of name things?
No, he's won a bunch of false alarm tournaments.
Oh, okay. Wow. I was surprised that I didn't remember his. Wait. Okay, 1 second. I'm just going to. Apparently, it's telling me that I'm not logged in, even though I can clearly see the avatar up here. What? Why is it saying that? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Is it doing that weird redirect URI error?
Yeah.
It's a bug that BCP's been having recently where
I'm just pulling it off to the side because I want to make sure that it's not on screen.
Yeah. I think if you like restart the browser that it's a part of.
I just refreshed and then it was like, you need to sign in now. And I was like, okay. You could have just told me earlier, but okay. So let's try that again. Jared. Boo boo. Thank you. I'll put that up on the screen. Would you be so kind as to kind of explain it while
I would be so kind.
Thanks.
The rating system. Okay, imagine.
Yeah.
Put your head in the mind of the raccoon. Okay. There's delicious treasure troves all across the alleyway that you happen to pee on. There's beautiful dumpsters and recycle bins, and you're digging for trash. That's what we're doing. We're just digging for trash. That's your names, by the way, is the trash.
Okay.
So the rating system is like, the longer something has been in the bin, it's probably like lower in the bin, right? And that's where all like the garbage juice and like horrible, like leaky, gross stuff ends up. So that's the lower bin. That's bad.
Yeah.
Your lower bin, not good.
No.
Then you have moldy bits, which is like still pretty moldy. It's not seeming great. Bit better. You have mid bin, which is it's average. It's okay. Upper crust is starting to be like, oh, maybe there's like a half-eaten pizza slice or something like that. Like it's going pretty all right. And then upper bin is like, that's the top of the dumpster. You're doing great.
Yeah, like this could have been given to the dog, but the dog gets an upset tummy when he eats off our plates, so we threw it in the garbage. So this is basically human food.
Yeah. So all the way from lower bin to upper bin is like the normal system. Then you have 4-0 and 1, which is basically you've exited the bin and you were like ascended, and that's like you're in contention for winning. Yeah. And then you have a 5-0 in our hearts, which is like you probably will win, or you're in top 3.
You're in top 3. And to be fair, was it Northern Wastes where everyone had crazy. An amazing, that was crazy. So that's pretty rare. But even then, like we were being very conservative because it was so obvious how good it was. So yeah, awesome. Okay. So we've got, looks like we're good. And boop. Okay. So we got Jared Brown playing Lumineth, and the list name is Hish and Sons Moving Company.
I think this is like one of the best things you can ask for starting it off, because I think this is very solidly mid-bin in my opinion. Totally. This is like an example of like it's a solid list name. Yeah.
It's very solid. It's almost borderline upper crust, but maybe mid-bin is good because it's the first.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
This is a good benchmark.
Yeah, exactly. Great benchmark. Perfectly well said. Yeah.
And then as far as the list goes, a lot of like Lumineth lists lately have just been like very grindy, very like you have to come do something about me, much tankier than you think that they are, with like ethereal saves and wards and ignoring the first damage of each phase and whatnot. So he's got the twins, which are just like a really good source of casting power, and they can be pretty tough to take out as well. And they've got a tricky teleport at the end of the turn. A reinforced unit of Stone Guard is pretty interesting. But that's going to be like they want to sit on a point and have a ward and just be tough to crack. Scourge of Iran, Light of Eltharion, which is like, I think we've talked about it on previous shows, where it's just like a disposable tool that you can just like throw at your opponent that is like really, really hitty and quite tanky. And you have like one more come back with him. So whenever you bring out a manifestation, you can instead put out Eltharion with the same rules of setup, like once after he dies. Then he's got a reinforced unit of Wardens, just for kind of like tanking a blow, some River Blades for hopping around the table, an Enlightener, which is going to be able to cast the Ethereal spell that I mentioned before, as well as like duplicate a spell on a 3-up. I think the Silver Wand is like an additional cast, and Flawless Commander is, I want to say, the redeploy minimum thing. Okay. I might be wrong. More River Blades for hopping around, a Cathalar, which I can't remember what that does. And then he's also got the Skyport Profiteers, which is kind of interesting.
Very interesting.
That Regiment Renown allows him to like teleport an infantry unit of 10 or less somewhere on the table for a CP. And then the Thunderers are good just for like procking a ward shut off, because that's on our war scroll, right?
That's crazy. So. And is this a new Regiment of Renown? Is it like in the book?
Yep.
Okay. Wow. Yep. Wow. That's really good.
Yeah, this list is interesting because it's like both pretty grindy and also has the ability to like hop around pretty well. He's got those 2 units of River Blades that are going to just be like jumping around the table and jumping in and out of combat. And then the Skyport Profiteers for teleporting a block of like, I guess he could only teleport the block of Stone Guard. He wouldn't be able to do the Wardens just because they, I think it's an infantry unit of 10 or less. Yeah. Also, Bing says Flawless is +2 move for infantry. Okay, so this is actually a pretty mobile list.
Wow.
That's interesting.
Yeah. I mean, especially with the River Blades.
Yeah.
Huh. Neat. Very cool.
Yeah.
Best of luck, Jared. I think I clicked remove. Pretty sure. Thirsten Hillman.
Yep, otherwise known as Horny Mountain Guy.
Oh, good to know.
Thirsten Hillman.
No, I know, but got him. Thirsten, I will look up your name right now. Okay, Thirsten. I wasn't sure if you knew him as well, so like
I've met Thirsten, I think.
Nice.
I definitely know of him.
Okay.
He's one of the Winnipeg guys, I think.
I don't know him well enough to anyway. So the list name is 5 Alarm 2025 Thirsty Nurgle, but spelled like thirsty with like a U, like his name. This isn't Recycle Bin, is it?
I think it is.
Oh, is it?
I think it's so Recycle Bin is like we aren't sure if someone knew
The assignment.
the assignment, i.e. like making a name that's entertaining. This
Right.
might just be a descriptor.
Right.
So unfortunately it's Recycle Bin, I think.
Yeah. If it didn't have the 5 Alarm 2025, I would have assumed it was, it's like I'm Thirsty Nurgle, whatever. Yeah.
Yep.
But cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can see that.
Yeah, I don't know much about Nurgle at all.
Yeah, so he is running just like 3 giant packs of Plague Bearers reinforced. And then basically, so the Grading Clean is a source of recursion for demon units in Nurgle. So I think what he's relying on is essentially, again, just being like, you have to come deal with me. Plague Bearers are not particularly easy to move just because, it's a whole bunch of wounds on a 5-up ward.
Are they 2 wounds each?
I think so. And I also think that they can be given crit mortal, which makes them a little bit scary.
Wow.
Let's see. Plague Bearers. Yeah, they're 2 wounds each. So each of those units is 40 wound. Or no, yeah.
40 wounds, yeah.
40 wounds.
It's reinforced.
On a 6-up save, but 5-up ward. So it's like, that's a lot.
Sheesh.
It's 120 wounds on a 5-up ward.
Sheesh.
It's pretty tough to move.
Yeah.
They're only 1 attack. Oh no, they just have crit mortal. Sorry.
Oh.
But they're 1 attack each. So it's like
Still,
it's not a huge. Yeah.
But they might spike, and they're not there to be doing damage.
Yeah.
So 20 attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it could hurt.
That's interesting, huh?
And then what does the Spoilpox Scrivener do again?
Well, you're looking that up. Braden says Thirsty is an absolute gem from Winnipeg. Awesome.
Okay.
Good.
So the Spoilpox Scrivener is going to basically pick a unit of Plague Bearers wholly within 12, and then roll a d6 on a 2-up. You can either add 1 to the attack's characteristic of their melee weapons, or add 1 to their save rolls. So they can hit pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The 40 attacks with crit mortal? Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But
so they're pretty slow, but I mean,
but they shouldn't have everything.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
What is this, like a corn army of renown? I don't know why I pulled that example out, but
Yeah. Totally random. And then the Sloppity Bile Piper, I think, can also interact with them. Yeah, pick a demon unit. And they can have +1 to wound, or ward rolls cannot be made for damage points inflicted by this target's attacks, or subtract 1 from hit rolls for attacks that target this unit. Okay, yeah. So he's basically just like a big ball of wounds on a 5-up ward that is just going to grind you down, essentially. He's got Taliband of Nurgle, so when he gives stuff disease, it's going to be, I think, adding the battle round to the amount of wounds.
Okay.
Mortal wounds dealt,
Jeez.
starting in battle round 2.
Right.
And it's, if any, so.
Oh, wow. I thought it was just +1.
No, it is just +1. I'm
okay.
insane.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Because I think we had this conversation before, right?
Yeah, we did.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
And yeah, he's got his Rotigus, which is going to be casting a big aura of like -1 to save. So yeah, this is like a really unappetizing just ball of wounds to go into. So
yeah,
you kind of got to play around it instead of diving straight in.
Yeah, maybe if you're into that bottom section of the garbage can, might be appetizing, but not I, good sir. Okay, good luck to Thirsten, who's apparently an absolute gem. Yeah. Okay, next up. Sparwood, great tournament apparently, but you guys, you need to pick up with the names, Jacob Purden. Jacob with a C. Just in case. Cruel Boys. Okay. You have my attention. Ooh, I like this. So it's Cruel Boys, so like they're in the swamp, and the name is the Little Stinkers with a apostrophe at the end.
Little Stinkers.
Little Stinkers, yeah, and with a Z at the end of Stinkers. I really like that. That's really cute. I'm gonna say upper crust.
I agree with an upper crust.
Yeah. Okay, so it is a 4-drop Cruel Boys list. Should I maybe keep this because I'm getting a little nervous? Maybe I'll keep this list set aside
for the name
for the top 3. Sure. Yeah. Okay. And so we've got Swamp Horde Bullies. I do not. By the way, yeah, my phone
we ran into that one last list review show, and basically it's if you have a Cruel Boys unit that is in combat with an enemy unit that is also in combat with another Cruel Boys unit.
Yes.
I think you get +1 attack.
Was it +1 attack? Oh, I thought it was +1 to hit for some reason.
Swamp Horde Bullies. Yeah, +1 attack.
+1 attack. Whoa. Yep. That's even better because of their access to mortal wounds. Huh. I like that a lot. Yo, Brayden, don't forget to like the stream, everyone. Thank you so much for subscribing or becoming a member, and also for reminding us to do the things that we're supposed to say that we don't seem to bother to remember. It's only thanks to nice people like Brayden that, we're able to do some of this stuff. Keith says what he said and also became a member. Thank you, Keith. Brayden, Keith, both gems of people, longtime members. We really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Yes, if you like what we do and you're not annoyed by the sound of my voice, please consider hitting the like button and or subscribing and maybe commenting if you're watching this later. We really appreciate it. We can't afford to buy these trophies. You guys are you're gonna poop your pants when you see this trophy.
Yeah. Mine's blown.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like your pants.
Yeah,
you also pooped.
Exactly. Carson said it best. Indeed. So we've got Manifestations of Gorka Morka, Lord of the Swamp, obviously, 4 drops. The honestly, the Manifestations of Gorka Morka, I think, are one of the best army specific spell lores, manifestation lores rather.
Yeah, they're really cool.
They're really cool, and they're good, and they're fun, and they're just everything that they should be. All of them should be. Break a Boss on Meyer Brute Trogoth. Still just such a solid unit. It's always been good. As long as it's pointed somewhat appropriately. And then he has Minan, and I'm trying to remember what that is. I'm sorry, I can't look it up because Carson already knows this, but remember one of the reasons we didn't do the stream last week is because my fire alarm was going off. I spent all day on the phone with Telus today, and my phone is completely drained. So
so Minan is just add 1 to hit rolls for the companion weapons of this unit.
Add 1 to the hit rolls. Oh, I see. I mean, that's still really good because most of the damage comes from the mount. Yo, Michael, is it Sabian? I can't see his name. Sabetti, sorry. Dang it. Yeah. I'm so sorry, Michael. Thank you so much for the donation here. $10 donation. Biggest Pigus will be there in spirit.
So Michael, that's a reference to Michael Sabetti. He's the famous Gargants player who he won the Edmonton Open at Gargants as well as the Hurtland Hogs regiment. So it's been colloquially termed Biggest Pigus in the Team Canada Discord. So he can't come to this event because he's a coward. But he's saying that
he just donated. What do you mean? I'm saying you're not a coward. I'm saying you're very brave, Michael.
I don't care.
Okay. Well, I love you, Michael. And I also love Calvin, who became a Scald as well, became a member of the channel. Thank you so much. You guys are being really awesome. It really means a lot. And, once you see the trophies again, you'll be like, okay, I'm so glad.
You guys are not ready.
You're not ready. You'll be so glad. All of that. Okay, so, sorry, back to this. So we got the Beaskewer Killbow, and then for some anti-monster shooting, 2 units of Monster Killers. They're great, screen. They're probably, it may be a little underpointed, but that's okay. That's fine. A Reinforced Bolt Boys for some more shooting. The Killa Boss on Corpse Ripa Vulcha. Only 260 points, hey? Interesting. Huh. And then 2 units of Reinforced Gut Ripas and the Marsh Crawler Slogoth for some more mobility and whatnot. Dang it. One second, Michael. One second. I just want to get through this. And then the Swamp Caller Shaman and a Scourge of Gyran Killaboss on Great Nashtooth. I love that unit. That's so awesome. And then the Scare Gob Totem, which is the terrain piece specific to Kuro Boys. Very cool. It's okay. So Michael says, I don't know who he's referring to, but he said, "Fight me, traitor. We scrap at Masters." Did you want to respond to that? It could be.
I don't think it dignifies a response.
Whoa,
it doesn't deserve one. Whoa. And clearly, the more I just insult him, the more he gives us $10. So.
Okay, well, I'm starting to turn around on your whole way of thinking about this. Yeah.
You think we're even going to get matched up, Sabeti? Unless we get matched up round 1, I just don't see it happening.
Oh, whoa. I still love you, Michael. Thank you so much for your very kind and generous donation. I don't speak, or Carson doesn't speak for me or this channel, really. Yeah. Unless he's talking about meat or the meat dimension. So, yeah. Okay. We're going. Oh, I'm going to keep this one. That's right. Boop, 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 and then we go over here. Whew! Some heated chat. Very heated stuff going on in the chat here, and we've got Pendleton Cox. I'm going to look it up. Under Cox because that's faster to type.
Pendleton came second at Northern Wastes.
Oh, there's 3 people named with the last name of Cox in this event. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I thought that was going to be a lot easier. He came in second. Crazy. Okay. It's a Caradron Overlords. So at least one step down. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. There is one caveat to all of these Caradron Overlords lists.
Yeah.
There was an event-specific comp for KO. And it is the sub-faction that everyone takes, the artifact that everyone takes, and the heroic trait that everyone takes, all 40 points, basically.
Right. We actually did talk about it last week, but I totally forgot. Or the last week we streamed. So
Yeah. So that's something to keep in mind when you look at these lists. You might think why is he at 1,900 points? That's odd. But
right. Oh, I see. Because he has all 3 of those. Wait, he must have 2 of those things.
He might have been at 1980. So.
Oh, I see. But it says 1,900 points.
Right, but he dropped some stuff and then.
So. I don't know.
I don't know if he took all of the things.
That's what I'm saying. He probably only took 2 of the things to get to 1980. Okay, that makes more sense. Disciples of Dice, thank you so much for becoming a member. That's really kind. We really appreciate it. And Keith just gifted 5 memberships. You guys are being so kind tonight. We really appreciate it. Congrats.
Almost paid off 1/10 of how much
one of the
16 trophies costs. Yeah.
It was 12 trophies. To be fair.
Oh, sorry.
Full disclosure, that's true. Yeah,
those trophies cost $17,000 actually.
That's true. No, I know, but I'm just saying there's only 12 of them. So,
each.
Yeah. Each, exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah, they're very fancy. They're very fancy, and you can't buy them like they were specially made. Which I think will be obvious. So, okay. Again, thank you so much, everyone. You're being very kind. We really appreciate it. So Pendleton's running KO, just for the full disclosure or whatever. And then the list name is Someone Keeps Running My Legion of the First Prince list. So I'm playing this to be unique. I don't know why I made it sound angry. But I felt something.
I think this is a play on his last list name, which says the last time it was like Pendleton's very unique and definitely not Tom Guan or Leo Rautonen's copied list or something like that.
Okay. I
And
see.
it goes a step further because Dayton is playing Legion of the First Prince.
Oh.
And so now he's saying someone keeps running my Legion of the First Prince list. So I'm going to play my unique list instead.
I see.
KO.
I see. But I don't know enough about KO to know if this is unique or not. I don't think that really matters, though, in the context of the name. Actually, it might be funnier if it isn't unique.
Yeah.
Right? Because he's... Okay. What are we saying for this? This
takes...
It's hard because it does need context. Like, you can kind of, like, figure it out from the name itself to a certain extent. You know what I mean? Yeah. But for full effect, I think you need a little bit of context. I'm like back and forth. I'm like in that liminal space between upper crust and upper bin.
I was going to say upper crust, probably.
Upper crust? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we'll stick with that. Okay. Would you be so kind as to explain some KO action?
I would. So he's in the Engineers Guild Expeditionary Force, which, hold on, actually, what is that? Engineers.
Sorry. Canada Born said totally J.R.R. Martining us with these trophies. We will show you. I don't have them. You know what I mean? Like, so custom made trophies takes a while, but they should be here in time to get the trophy to whoever wins tonight. So I'll take it to Carson, and he will take it with him, assuming you can, like, it's not too heavy for your bag. Yeah.
I mean, it will be, but I think it's worth it.
I think it's worth it too. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so the Engineers Guild Expeditionary Force they get to pick an extra artifact at the start of the battle. So
right.
In addition to the Shrewd Opportunist, or no, that's the... Did you just not pick an artifact? Actually, I don't even think it's applicable.
Oh, interesting.
This is weird.
Well, but
because he didn't pick an artifact, and there's only one hero that could have an artifact. So I think he's quasi using it to
like pick at the start of the game, right?
Yeah,
it's like adapt to the situation.
Do you have to pick an artifact?
What do you mean? Like, can't you just pick it at the start of the game with this?
Right, but he only has one hero that could have an artifact, and he has opted to not pick an artifact. And so...
Isn't it a way of, like, showing up to the game and adapting the artifact to whatever army he's playing against?
Yeah, I'm just wondering, like, if picking an artifact is mandatory in the list construction phase.
Oh, I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Then, yeah. So basically what he's done is he's not picked an artifact, picked the sub-faction that allows him to pick an artifact so that he can get said artifact for free.
Right.
That's why he's at 1,900 out of 2,000 points, because he did not take an artifact.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's kind of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So instead of having to be 120 points down, he's 80 points down.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
So, okay, with that in mind, okay, we're on the same page now.
Yeah.
Okay, so then he's got Brock, which is going to be allowing once per game sky vessels to run and shoot and charge and stuff. He's got a frigate to do the whole zoomy, boomy, pew pew alpha strike thing with the Sky Wardens. He's got 2 Scourge of Garen Grunstock gun haulers. He's got an engine master with the engine harness, which I think is the retreat and charge / retreat and shoot thing for a boat.
Okay.
Either that or the teleport. I can't remember which. Then he's got an ironclad with the Dealbreaker battle ram to be doing the old ogre charge mortals, tracer fire rounds, which I think is the ignoring minuses to hit, and 2 units of 6 Sky Wardens. So it's a pretty standard list. It just doesn't have any of the Von Grimm, hence not being the Von Grimm sub-faction to give them the 6-up ward. So yeah, it's still very capable of running across the table and ending the game in turn 1.
Excellent.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, it's Justin from Prince George. Yo, thank you. That was Disciples of Dice was Justin. Yeah, I won't say your last name, even though you definitely know.
Actually, that's a good segue. Justin, so Disciples of Dice is like his interview YouTube channel / podcast that he does.
Oh, sick.
Definitely go check it out because he's been doing a lot of episodes. I think he's on episode 5 already, and they've been really good.
Shoot. Oh, okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely go check those out. I
thought Justin was going to be too busy, but
nope.
Awesome. That's awesome. Yeah. I could put it in the link, or I could put it in the description if I can get it.
Justin, can you DM me the link to it, and then we can put it in
or you can send it to me on Facebook. Either way, it'll come to me through Facebook because it'll be Carson or you. Cool. So
best of luck, Pendleton. You are a bad person, even though I know you're a good person. You're a bad person for bringing KO.
Yeah,
but
that's something we can all agree on, even Pendleton. Braden says this is the fact that he made a Legion of the First Prince list. Then Dayton stole it, and then Dom stole Dayton's list. That's pretty funny. Cool. Okay. Oops. I did the wrong thing there. There we go. Okay. And then spin that wheel. Here we go. Unique heroes. You can't do the mandatory thing. Oh, interesting. Well, I don't think it's mandatory as Carl Monroe. Carl with a K. I know for I do remember accidentally not picking an artifact or heroic trait because it gives you the check mark in the app. Obviously the app isn't super reliable, but okay. This is kind of cool. So it's Slaanesh, famously fast army, right? And the list name is Swifties, which is, I think, what they call fans of Taylor Swift, right?
That's right. Yep.
That's pretty good.
I can corroborate this.
Yep. Okay. Excellent. I need someone not in their 40s to corroborate.
Yep.
That's pretty good. It's simple. Those are the hardest names to make. You know what I mean? Like a one word. That's pretty good.
It is pretty good. I'm waiting to be swept off my feet by a list name here.
For sure. Yeah. I agree. I think it's at least upper crust though.
I agree with upper crust.
Yeah. Okay. Once again, I don't know what any of this does. It's a bunch of Slaanesh stuff.
So Seeker Cavalcade is the retreat and charge subfaction for specifically cavalry in Slaanesh, of which Seekers are. And Blitzbarb Seekers too. But this is an entirely cavalry list.
By the way, that was Justin sending me the list names. So sorry, everyone, if you, it's not your computer dinging, it's me.
And then his tactics are Scouting Force, which makes a lot of sense when you just have a ton of cavalry units, and Attuned to Gairan, which makes a lot of sense if you have Retreat and Charge. So it's, it makes a lot of sense. His tactic choices, this is going to be a really slippery list, really hard to pin down. He's got Glutos, which is just going to be pretty hard to lift, especially because those Twin Souls are going to be hanging out near him, giving -1 attack. And Glutos can be very famously just within an inch of a piece of obscuring, and then just absolutely covering an entire objective, being you can't shoot me, but you have to come deal with me kind of thing. So that's pretty rough there. 3 units of minimum size unit Seekers. The reinforced Twin Souls, as I said, giving -1 attack. A Shard Speaker of Slaanesh with the... I can't remember what either of those enhancements does, but I believe the Shard Speaker... Is it a ward shutoff or is it a -1 save? Let's see. Shard Speaker.
I'm just about to update.
Okay, so it's pick a unit with an 8 on a 4-up, subtract 1 from save rolls in the shooting phase. Okay, that's pretty spicy. And then 5 Bliss Barb Seekers, 5 Bliss Barb Seekers, and then 10 Slick Blade Seekers, which are going to be pretty good on the charge. So, yeah, just like a really fast, really slippery list that, it's going to hurt.
Awesome.
Pretty good.
So it's Justin's interview page is on Spotify. I've added it to the description. It should be there now if anyone wants to. If it's not there right now, you might have to refresh. I'm not sure, but it's up there now. Yeah. So check it out. I'll listen to it later. Excellent. Well,
sorry, one sec. The enhancements on the shard speaker are going to be +1 attack, as well as a 1 CP to recur half a unit once per game kind of thing.
Yeah.
So pretty good.
Pretty good. I think Slaanesh is like kind of hard to play right now. And so this is one of those, like, we're all rooting for you kind of things. Anyway, absolute best of luck to Carl. And you're also in the top 5 or top 3 list names so far. So it is Mike I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Burgoyne. I'm not sure. Burgoyne.
That's Mike from.
No, I know, but I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Mike. Yeah, I'm a jerk. Yeah.
Playing cities.
Oh. Okay. So Cities of Sigmar. And actually, could you read this one out for me? My throat is a little bit.
Sure.
I've been coughing.
The list name is Bikinis, Bitches, and Knife-Eared Narcotic Abusers. Nice.
That's good.
Cool. And just for some context, this is like a fully Dark Elf cities list, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
It's good. I think it's upper crust though too.
I know. I was gonna say the same thing.
We've got. Yeah, I mean, I got to be fair to the other people too. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah. Yep. Upper crust it is.
Okay.
Then Cities of Sigmar. It's the Dawnbringer Crusade. What does that do? Yeah. Dawnbringer.
They take your
Crusade.
land.
+2 to move in the first battle round.
Okay.
Yeah. Then, so it's pretty fast, possibly hinting at an Alpha Strike list, especially with Intercept and Recover and Restless Energy. He's got a Sorceress on Black Dragon, which I believe can be picking 3 elf units and giving them like +2 or +3 to move in the hero phase or something like that. I can't exactly remember how it works, but it's some movement buff. An Assassin who has the Sacred Tome, which I believe makes it a priest. A reinforced unit of Blackguard. I gotta read up on all this stuff again. What does Blackguard do? I think it's probably like the ward share thing. Blackguard. Yeah, well, there's an elf infantry hero wholly within this unit's combat range. Both this unit and that unit have a 5-up ward. Okie doke. Then they're 4-up save, 1 wood each. So yeah, they're pretty interesting there. Standard attack profile, 2 attacks, 3s and 4s. Ran 1/1 damage, and then unreinforced Drakespawn Knights, reinforced unit of Dark Shards, which are pretty good shooting. They will absolutely shred stuff that like doesn't have a good save, and especially infantry because it's anti-infantry +1 rend. They get +1 attack if they don't move. So definitely you don't want to be charging into it. And then another regiment with a sorceress, another assassin, reinforced executioners, which are going to be having like crit mortal, and they can get access to plus attacks, so it can be pretty spicy. And then a war hydra, which I'm not going to look it up because I can't remember what it does and I don't want to. Then Galen and Duralia Van Denst as another regiment. So yeah, like nice. a more like a very elf focused list. So that's pretty interesting. Very fast. Yeah, pretty spicy.
Awesome. Absolute best of luck to Mike. And we need someone to like just pull ahead in this whole thing, because I now I've got 4 names that are all, they're all in the top 4. I have to expand it. We've got Ridge Hanna. Ridge. Slaves to Darkness. Okay. So it's Slaves to Darkness. And it is me push cavalry forward, me fight you, me drink beer. This is, I mean, for me, this is easily in the upper bin.
Okay. I'll agree with upper bin. It's a good name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Front runner.
It's silly. It's like got this kind of caveman vibe to it. Yeah.
That makes sense for Dark Oath as well.
Oh, right. I didn't even notice that. I mean, because I feel like it kind of works.
For Slaves to Darkness in general.
In general. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I thought it was, actually. It's even funnier, though. Yeah, when it's Dark Oath. I like it. Yeah. Upper bin, 401, upper bin. What do you think?
I think upper bin.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. Because
I'm weary of like rating things based on how the rest of it has been.
That's true. We don't work on a bell curve, but it is sort of self-deprecating, and I usually kind of that adds like an extra point for me. But that's fair. Okay.
Yeah. Then so it's Dark Oath Horde, which is the Dark Oath recursion subfaction. He's got a unit of 10 Chaos Knights, so reinforced, which are going to have the Dread Banner, so no commands while you're in combat with them. 6 Varangard, so one of the biggest hammers in the game, pretty spicy.
680 points, by the way.
Yeah.
That's a lot of points.
Yeah,
Holy
it's a lot.
Smokes.
It is a lot. Can confirm.
That's over a third of your army.
Yeah.
Crazy. Right? Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, what is the hero for that regiment?
Chaos Sorcerer Lord?
Oh, yes. I completely... Oops. Okay, Chaos Sorcerer Lord, so you can be giving a 5-up ward on a 3-up to one of the Warriors of Chaos units. Warriors of Chaos keyword, so the Chaos Knights with the Varangard that he's got in his regiment. Then we've got Gunner Brand and the Oathsworn Kin, which are going to be like another wizard in the list, but also just like goobers to go around and do stuff, and then Gunner Brand can accidentally murder a foot hero if he wants to. Chaos Lord on Demonic Mount, which I think gives like chain activation with the like both Varangard and Chaos Knights.
Oh shoot!
+1 to wound, I want to say.
Interesting.
So it can be pretty spicy. Demonic Mount. Sorry.
Maybe the people in the chat can answer this. Can you not put the Fell Riders and the Marauders in with the Chaos Sorcerer Lord? Because usually I would want to put the Chaos Lord on Demonic Mount with my other cavalry, you know?
Yeah, I mean, he's pretty small, so you can kind of fit him in wherever.
Yeah,
also,
that's a good point.
It is +1 to wound. Then he's got the Conqueror's Crown and Deathmonger. Deathmonger is going to be like a once per game fight twice. And then the Conqueror's Crown, I think, is like an OC debuff. I shouldn't have put my phone away. He's also got 5 Dark Oath Fell Riders just for kind of like being fast. Being a screen as well, actually. They can spread out pretty thin. And then 2 units of 10 Dark Oath Marauders. So, and then all of those can be recurred via the sub-faction, which is pretty nice. So
all the Dark Oath stuff can be recurred, I assume.
Yes, yeah.
Cool. Neat. That's really cool.
Yes, sir. The Conqueror's Crown is -5 to infantry units in combat with him.
Sick.
So
I think
-1 OC. Yeah.
I think the Conqueror's Crown was like an artifact in like early AOS 1. I could be wrong. Or maybe it's the Crown of Chaos. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong thing. Anyway. Very best of luck to Ridge. You are currently in first place for the names. So let that sink in. Heavy is the hand that holds the trophy. Addison Cox. Oops. Okay, so Ridge over here.
Gloomspite kids.
Nice. Good to see something different. Like we haven't seen a lot of Gloomspite lately. So it is Gloomspite Gits, and the list name is All Bark, Little to no bite. Saw this list on Honest Wargamer, so must be good. 1930 points. That's cute. Oh, man. Mid-bin? Upper crust?
I think upper crust. I found
Upper
this one
crust?
kind of entertaining.
Okay. Yeah, I like it. Geez. Okay. So it is the Sunbiter pack, which is focused more on, that side. Yeah, Get Mob. Thank you. So that's kind of interesting. And then we've got the Gloomspite Gets Manifestations, and man, I don't like they've brought so many cool, like, these amazing new models, but I don't know what most of them do. Like the Snarl Boss on Warwheela, like,
Yeah, I can kind of explain.
Oh, can
like,
you?
roughly.
Cool.
I played against something similar a couple times.
Oh, neat.
So the Sunbiter pack is basically like a +1 Ren to like the actual wolves themselves when they're on the charge. The Snarl Boss on
you mean they go from 0 to 1 rend? Is that what it is?
Yes.
That's crazy. Okay.
But like a lot of the list is going to be centered around Drogs, kind of giving you that -1 to hit and not allowing you to use an all-out attack. So if you're on like 4s to hit, that's pretty rough. He's got Snarlpack Cavalry as well as Snarlfang Riders. I can't remember which. I'm pretty sure the Snarlpack Cavalry basically gets fight first when it charges, and then I think the Snarlfang Riders are like they get to move in the enemy movement phase. So there's going to be like a lot of like movement shenanigans, retreat and charge, run and charge, which I think the Warwheeler gives to the catapults, if I'm not mistaken. He's got 1 catapult, which makes sense.
He's got 2 catapults.
Get 2 catapults, which makes sense. I'm pretty sure it's once per game to use like their funky ability to do like the whole like, what's it called, like subtracting rend but re-rolling hit rolls and stuff like that from their attack.
I didn't think it was once per game. Is it?
Or not once per game, once per turn army wide is what.
Oh, right.
You can only do it per.
That
once
makes
in
right.
a fade.
Right.
Yeah.
But like, that's fine. I mean, at 160 points, like I could totally see running 2 of these things, even if you can't do that.
Yeah. The whole shtick of this list is basically like, it doesn't do a lot of damage, but it's extremely fast and extremely slippery and capable of closing gaps really quickly.
Well, and like
so,
the Doom Diver could, if you,
it can hurt.
If you roll okay, like it's got a ton of rend for 160 points. Like,
it
seems pretty
it's
good.
totally reasonable.
Yeah,
it's just like it wants to just either hit you with fast stuff, or kind of just like close gaps really quickly. And because it's got that strike first on its main cavalry hammers,
right?
Just relying on just pushing over the edge of actually killing you, kind of thing. So it's an interesting list. It takes a lot of skill to like play correctly, otherwise you can just die, because everything in here is like very very fragile, but it's super fast and super slippery. So
right.
It's neat.
Thank you, Calvin, for answering Keith there. I'm not sure why this like list is. I guess they just couldn't fit anything more in this list at 1930. But yeah, that it's I guess it's not just KO, but there is the comp to think about too. So thanks to Calvin, and don't worry about it, Mucha back. They said that their Skaven list is the worst list name because it's just Skaven 2000 or something like that. That's okay. But actually, can you let us know though if you knew that there was an assignment to come up with like a list name, and then that way we know, we can actually say for certain we won't put you in the recycling bin. Okay. Very cool. Thank you for explaining that. And this was upper crust as well. I'm not going to add it to like the top, if that's okay. Cool.
Yep.
Because there's just too many in there, and my thing's getting out of control. Very best of luck. I really like seeing like gets, because like we just haven't been seeing them at all, it feels like. So that's really exciting. Corbin Seabrook. Oops.
Bless you, your courts.
Oh, yeah. This will be the new book, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So
Sorry, Corbin.
Sorry, Corbin. Yeah, you like I expect more from the Skaven players and the FEC players because you're playing a funny army, you know? I expect them to, but didn't understand the assignment, it looks like. So we've got Royal Menagerie, which is already like a banger from the beginning because that's the one where you can use any number of like your rampages. And if you get, I think it's a 9 or more on the charge, you get to fight first. So that's really cool. And like the Terrorgeist are kind of scary again because now they have the crit mortal on their claw attacks as well. So there's just a little bit of extra scariness there. Lore of Madness, Rites of Delusion, and Ether Rot Machineries, which I can definitely see. I really like their spell lore. Actually, I think it's one of the better ones. So I'm kind of curious why they didn't bring that. Because like the only other one that I would probably take is maybe like the teleporty one, Forbidden Power, just to like auto damage spellcasters and that kind of thing. But you know, anyway, so you got the Abhorrent Ghoul King on Royal Zombie Dragon, which is just like putting out damage and it lets your monsters run and charge. And then they've got 2 Terrorgeists and a Zombie Dragon. So that's just kind of sick. You know what I mean? Like a lot of potential damage there. And then you've got the Abhorrent Ghoul King on Royal Terrorgeist, which is like so sick now. So they've got Stronger in Madness, which is ignore the first pip of damage. And also it's got the Armor of Sithai, where you're just critting nothing. You're just like into the abyss. Horribly Resistant, I believe, is the that's the trait where you get 2d3 back instead of 1d3 when you heal in the hero phase. I'm almost positive that's what it is. And then 2 units of Crypt Flares, which is really interesting, so they can fly around and take objectives because they're infantry. Actually, it doesn't really matter in this case, but and then you've got the Crypt Infernal Courtier with the Charnel Vestments, making them a priest, and an Abhorrent Cardinal. So they got 2 priests in the army and 3 drops, and this is awesome. This is really cool. Yeah, I like this a lot.
Yep. Horribly Resilient is the 2d3. You're right.
It is? Okay, cool. I've only been playing FEC lately, but I haven't played anything since Silksong came out. Like I haven't even looked at Age of Sigmar since it came out. So like I've forgotten. I wasn't sure if I'd forgotten, but I was pretty sure that was correct. This is really cool. I almost kind of like I've been taking the pennant when I take an Abhorrent Ghoul King on Royal Terrorgeist because you just roll higher than their command. Their what do you call it? Control score, and then they're -1 to hit, and you're +1 to hit with everything against them. It's just like this is so good. And because they already have the Abhorrent Cardinal, like I could see. But the nice thing about the Courtier when you put the Charnel Vestments is you have a priest that is. It's not being able to spell cast anyway, so you're not like losing anything when you're chanting prayers, and then he's very mobile. So I really like that. Yeah, this is an awesome list. I really like it. Yeah, okay. Best of luck to Corbs. And we're gonna roll again. 1d3 for a hero, 2d3 for non-heroes, and that's because it's a monstrous trait. It just got added in the update. Christian Robson. Okay. Boop, boop, boopy doo. Iron Jaws. Okay. So it is Iron Jaws, and the list name is Cabbage and Pork. Sounds like a BBQ. That's really, really, it's really cute. It's charming. There's like a certain, there's a certain je ne sais quoi to it. I feel like I've been going a lot lately.
Sure.
Okay.
Hmm,
And I'm struggling with this one.
I'm going to say upper bin,
Upper
actually.
bin? Yeah,
For me.
I like it.
Yeah,
I could have gone either way, so I like it.
Not quite as like, I think it's like second to Ridge, probably.
I think so too.
But
Yeah.
yeah, it's good.
Very good. Okay. I like it. So we've got Brute Fist. Now, I believe Brute Fist is the +1 to hit on like the second thing to go. If you kill a unit, then the thing that goes after that has +1 to hit. Oh, is this the double? Is this the double Mighty Destroyer? Yeah. Oh, right. Okay, fair enough. I tie the Mega Boss to that, but that's fair. Okay, so this double Mighty Destroyer's got 4 drops: Lore of the Weird, War Beats, Manifestations of Gorka Morka. Like, man, you know they nailed this spell lore when like people are actively taking it. That's super cool. Intercept and Recover Restless Energy. You got Gordrak, the Fist of Gork. You've got Weird Brute Rekkas, not, by the way, the soggy ones. So they're not giving out +1 to hit. Is this 2,000 points? No, it's not, but then they can't fit it because they're 110 points each. And you got Kragnos, so okay. And then Magrunta Gougers for the Fight Last ability. And then Mega Boss on Maw Crusher, Amberbone Whetstone. Is that the additional Pip of Rend on his attacks? Right?
Yep.
And then Biggin, is that the plus or additional Pip of Rend on the Maw Crusher's attacks? Oh, no. Biggin, I don't remember that one, actually.
No, you're right. +1 rend on the companion. So everything is +1 rend, basically.
Yeah, that's awesome. And then Hulking Brute, I don't remember that one, unfortunately. And then some more Rekkas. And then we've got a Weird Knob Shaman. So, interestingly, this list makes me wonder if they know that you don't automatically get the second Mighty Destroyers, because you only get that on the Mega Boss on foot. So you are still rolling for it, even though you've got 2 keyworded Mega Bosses in Gordrak and the Mega Boss on Maw Crusher. But that's interesting.
Also, Hulking Brute is like the extra impact mortals charge phase ability.
Oh, right. So if you roll an 8 or more, and you probably will with Kragnos nearby, you get D6 mortal wounds instead of D3 or whatever. Yeah. Okay. Or is it just D3 all the time, and then if you roll an 8? Yeah, that's what it is, right?
Yeah.
An 8 or more. Okay. Actually, I think that's what I was saying, but neat. I like it a lot. So, okay. Best of luck to Christian. So I got to save Ridge, and then I'm going to get rid of all the other ones because it's starting to clog up a bit here.
Yep, makes sense.
Okay. And then, okay. Cool. Best of luck. Very good. Alex says an iteration on his 4-1 list. That's good to know. 1d3 heal. Oh, yeah, sorry. Now you're hungry? Hell yeah. Aiden Vollmer. Soulblight Gravelords. Holy smokes. Okay, who's reading this one out? Should we rock, paper, scissors? Okay.
Okay. The name is Let Me Not to the Marriage of True Minds Admit Impediments. Love is not love, which alters when it alteration finds, or bends with the remover to remove. Oh no, it is an ever-fixed mark that looks on tempests and is never shaken. It is the star to every wandering bark, whose worth's unknown, although his height be taken, loves not time's fool. Though rosy lips and cheeks within his bending sickle's compass come, love alters not with his brief hours and weeks, but bears it out even to the edge of doom. If this be error and upon me be proved, if this be error and upon me proved, I never writ nor no man ever loved. So clearly a Shakespeare.
Yeah.
Quote.
So obviously didn't understand the assignment, right?
Yeah. Didn't know what he was talking
Just
about.
a random sonnet in the middle of a.
Okay, why? I'm trying to figure out why is that in relation to. Did he just like that one, or is it in relation to his list somehow?
I'm wondering if it has something to do with the blades of the Hollow King that's in here, because what's his name? Cato has like, like he's got some like backstory with losing loved ones and stuff like that. I don't know. That's like an actual stab in the actual dark here. Don't know.
I feel bad because I don't understand and I don't think.
Yeah. But it does show effort.
Yep.
There's effort. They understood the assignment.
Mid.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah. Sorry, we're too dumb. We don't have our bard card. But it is Bacchanal of Blood, so it is the vampire one. So if you charge with a vampire unit, then you get +1 to your wound rolls and +1 to your your spell casting outside of combat. Blades of the Hollow King is the new thing with Caitlin. 2 units of Barrow Guard, so you're giving heroes within combat range of 5 upward. 2 units of Death Rattle Skeletons for moving about the board, because you got Scouting Force here, so that's probably why they're splitting up the Barrow Guard and the Death Rattle Skeletons and not making them 1 unit. Radikar the Beast is just kind of like an awesome, slappy infantry monster. He can make himself super hard to kill with -1 to hit and wound and stuff like that. Barrow Knights are handing out a 5-up ward to the White Lord that's down below there. And the unit of Direwolves combos pretty good with Radikar, because I think he gives them +1 to like wound or something like that when he charges in. And then you've got the Immortal Eye and the Amulet of Graves. I think the Amulet of Graves is the one where you can pop out an additional terrain piece if you don't have 3 of them out there. I could be wrong. The Soulblight ones are kind of poopy, and I don't remember Immortal Ego. And then there's another unit of Barrow Knights reinforced to keep your White Lord alive and to keep themselves alive too. Too long, drop a tier. Ooh, Ledivicus made a good point, but I'm afraid the thing caught it. The delay got it.
Yeah, Immortal Ego is you can reroll 1 hit roll, wound roll, and 1 save roll.
Oh, right. Interesting. Well, because it is, it's 19. Oh no, you could have taken Lash of the Sire, because there's a free 20 points here. I would have taken Lash of the Sire. That thing is so good. Interesting. Yeah, I don't know. And then the Cursed Sepulchra. So what do we get? Like, I guess I think Radikar has the vampire keyword. So
yep,
that's there, and then the Blades of the Hollow King as well. It's interesting that they took Bacchanal of Blood with only those 2 things in here, because there's not even like Blood Knights for to get the +1 to wound or whatever. But it's funky as hell, and jokes aside, I like the name too. I thought it was kind of cool, even if I was too dumb to get it. So yeah, awesome, cool. Well, best of luck, Aiden, and may your skeletons always make 9-inch charges out of the grave. Yeah, indeed. We have a decent amount left. At what point do we want to go straight names? 9?
9? I think 9's fair. Yeah.
9? Oh, 9. Right. Got it. Brennan Hetner. Crew Boys. Excellent.
The list name is 69 _ uwu cruel daddy xxx _ 69 has joined the chat.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's pretty good.
He's speaking our language now.
He's speaking our ear.
I'm starting to fall asleep a little bit, you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, this is pretty good. I think this is an upper bin.
I agree. This is upper bin. Yep.
I don't know, but I think we can save it till the end to see what we like more between Ridge.
Brennan Hetner. Do you mind if I call you the Hep? I appreciate this list name a lot, so I
Yeah.
just want to say thank you.
Yeah. Agreed.
Thanks, Ed.
Absolutely. Swamp Horde Bullies is the same one from before, right? 5 drops. Again, Manifestations of Gorka Morka. They really knocked that one out of the park. Gobsprack is still, I believe, rolling 3d6 once per game to dispel. And then you can, and anytime you dispel, you're doing D3. Is it still the same? All that's the same?
Yeah, I believe so.
I really feel like he needs new rules, to be honest. Like, he's been the same since 3rd edition, the start of 3rd edition. And I feel like they need to just change him up a little bit. Like, I don't think you should get plus to cast. I think you should just get, like, plus, like, 1 or 2 to unbind. And then it should just, like, you know what I mean? Or whatever. I don't know. Just do something a little more. Anyway, so he's in there, which is cool. I haven't seen him in a while. Bolt Boys, Sloggoth for the run and charge. Merknob. What does the Merknob do again? It's changed since 3rd edition. So is it like a ward?
Yeah, I think it's a bubble of the 6-up ward, but
Right? For 80 points and like a little sub commander guy, that's pretty good.
In combat, he can pick each enemy unit in combat with him, roll a dice for each target. On a 2 to 5, inflict 1 mortal damage. On a 6, inflict D3. So it's like a cute little mortal wound splash. And then hold Cruel Boys wholly within 12 have a 6-up ward as well. So
hey,
not bad. Yeah, it was probably one of those units that just wasn't taken a lot because the drops were extremely valuable up until this point. Yep. Whereas now, as people are just like, maybe it's not so bad if I have a reroll. So
exactly, it wasn't, and like even in, I think he was being taken in 3rd edition when the Spells Gone Wild era was in there, and then people were just like, well, it was like a 5-up against like spell effects in 3rd edition. You know what I mean? And he wasn't too expensive, but like other than that, like, yeah, basically haven't seen him. But I've seen him a few times recently in 4th edition. But it's pretty cool. And then we're also seeing Scourge of Gyran, Swamp Boss, Scumdrek, unit of Gut Rippers, minimum, Monster Killers, Break a Boss of Mire Brute, Troggoth, again, Toughen, Mork's Eye Pebble. Is that still the -1 to hit like once per game? Sorry.
I gotta stop putting my phone down.
Just keep it open. And then Gut Rippers Reinforced, Swamp Call a Shaman with Potgrot, and then another regiment. So 4 regiments, Scourge of Gyran, Kill a Boss on Great Nashtooth. Really cool. Yeah.
So it is a Mork's Eye Pebble.
Once
per game 5-up ward in a 12-inch bubble.
Oh, is it only in the shooting phase still?
It's a reaction to opponent declared an attack ability.
Sick. That's better for sure. That's really cool. Okay, I dig that. Oh, thanks, Fonzie. Sorry, you are like there's like at least a 30-second delay, so unfortunately we don't see those until Carson is already fiddled around on his phone. Anyway, best of luck, Brennan. This one's definitely in the top 3. Hey, okay, and spin that wheel. Keith's comment is really good. Graham Cox.
All the Cox tonight.
Yeah. Oh. Night Haunt in the building. Okay. So it's Night Haunt, and it's 5 guys is so passé. It's all about 4 guys and 1 girl now. Did my tough accent add anything?
It did. I was actually intimidated by it.
Okay. You're welcome, Graham.
Trying to evaluate this list name.
Yeah. I think a lot of people probably would have read that passer. Because I think there's like an accent aigu or whatever normally over it, right? Yeah. I like this a lot. I think it's in the top 3. I don't think it's as good as Ridge is or the last one. Christian, I think it was.
Yeah, I think then it would be third place for now. Then
Right,
that makes sense.
upper bin, but third place.
Yep.
Okay, okay.
So then it pushes out Christian.
Was it Christian?
Yeah, because Christian was Captain Pork. Sounds like a barbecue.
Oh, we liked Brennan. That's right.
Yeah, yeah.
That's right. Right. Yeah. Well, thanks, Christian. You did great. You held it down for a bit there. Okay. So
I can do this one.
yeah, that's true. You did play them. I've only played against them.
Yeah. So basically, so he's running Shrieker Host, which is in the enemy's hero phase. You can pick one of his heroes that's in combat with enemy units, and then basically enemy units can't retreat from that hero.
Right.
So one of the best targets for this is definitely going to be like Lady Olander, she's just like a horrible thing to try and go into. So if she charges in, you don't kill her.
Right.
You activate that ability, and then your enemy's just like stuck in combat with her, just slowly dying. Essentially, it's really bad. So yeah, he's got Lady Olander for like a little bit more recursion once per game, as well as the spell for like no positives whatsoever. And then she's only able to be hit and wound on 5s and 5s. Then he's got some chain rasps, which are going to be doing like the pre-game move and just acting as a general nuisance. Scriptor Mortis is going to be like picking something in his hero phase and on a 3-up, making it so that Nighthaunt Infantry has crit mortals against it. So that's like his one true hammer ability.
It's
so
true.
If he gets that off, it's pretty nutty.
And he also works with the Lord Executioner. His ability is even better if they're sentenced from the Scriptor Mortis.
Right.
So
yeah, that's true.
That's pretty cool.
Skirjagoran, Kurdos, Valentian. Oh, what does he do? I think he has like a command shut off ability. I remember that.
I
Which
think
is
that's
pretty
right.
spicy.
Yeah.
The Lord Executioner.
Because this is the Scourge of Gairan one. He's always had that since like 2nd edition, but like it's been different, slightly different here and there. But I think you're right though. I think the Scourge of Gairan one is that one. But
yeah.
Oh man.
The Lord Executioner to kind of synergize better with the Scriptor Mortis, who's got Deathly Possessor and Tombstone of the Penitent, which is very mean that he picked 2 that I don't know what they do.
Yeah.
And I just realized I don't think I have a code for Nighthaunt yet, actually.
Okay.
But
I can look it up while you're doing that.
Spirit hosts are going to be, while heroes are wholly within 3 inches of their combat range, they have +1 to their ward save. So now all of a sudden you've got Lady Olander who can be only being hit on 5s and 5s, and then also with a 4-up ward, which is pretty gross. So have fun with that. And then a Cruel Gas Cruciator to add even more salt to the wound by ignoring the first damage of every phase for each Nighthaunt unit holding within 12 of it. Dread Scythe Harridans, and Scourge Garan Black Coach, which we might need clarification on whether it has an ethereal 3-up save if you all-up defense it, but
oh right,
we'll see. So yeah, this is a list that is going to be pretty tough to crack. It's not super wound dense, which is kind of interesting. It's got like 1 big infantry block and that's it. Otherwise, it's just like a ton of heroes. So yeah, that'll be interesting. Disciples of Dice says, those dice in the bottom of the screen are those Baron of Dice. Nope, those are Saga of Dice.
Those are my dice that I designed. Yeah. And I really appreciate anyone who's ordering right now because of the tariffs and stuff like that. I've gotten 0 orders from the States, except for 2. And one of them canceled on me once I informed them that they have to prepay their duty now. And it's like, it's not as bad as like Europe necessarily. Actually, it's probably about the same. Anyway, and then there's one person that I've tried to get a hold of and they haven't messaged me back. So, anyone who's ordering dice, I really appreciate it. If you don't want to order from the States right now, I totally get it. Hopefully they'll fix all that stuff. But people have been, ordering from the UK and Europe and Canada. So I really appreciate it. I can't find the Tombstone. Oh, is that the Scourge of Gairan thing?
Oh, it might be.
It might be. Scourge of Gairan, Artifacts of Power, and Tombstone of the Penitent, right? Is that what it is?
Oh, that's the one where he just gets a bunch of attacks for
add
whenever
1
you're
to attacks characteristic of this unit's melee weapons for each non-faction terrain feature that is being contested by friendly units to a maximum of 8. That's crazy. What a weird... What? Add one to the attacks characters of this unit's melee weapons for each non-faction terrain feature that is being contested by friendly units. Like, that's anywhere on the board?
Yeah.
That's crazy. You can add up to 8 attacks to this guy? What a funky thing where you can, like, kind of just move a bunch of units in, like, next to terrain, and your opponent's kind of going, like, what the hell? Like, what are you talking about? and then all of a sudden this guy comes in, he's just like, you know? Oh, man. That's funky. And then Deathly Possessor, hey? I was trying to find... So that's going to be a heroic trait. Pick an enemy hero in combat with this unit to be the target. Then pick another enemy unit within the target's combat range to be the victim. Roll a dice on a 3-up. Pick one of the target's melee weapons. Immediately resolve combat attacks for the target with that weapon against the victim.
Cool.
Interesting.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, that's kind of funky. Because you might be able to, like, go up against, like, Kragnos? Or did it say infantry? I think it probably said infantry, right? Or just any hero. So
yeah, I mean, he has to get in combat with them, but still.
No, I know, but, like, you could just run up and just be like, you slap them, you know? Like,
yeah,
that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's pretty spicy.
I do custom orders, Justin, but they are like, it's a minimum order of 500. I don't control that, but yeah, send me an email or a message or whatever. Yeah. What is going on in the chat? I can't even read it out. Anyway, this one is in the top 3, right? Yeah.
Is it?
For list names, right?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Okay. So...
All right. The next person.
Okay. Next up. So we're stopping at 9. Was that still the plan?
Yeah, so in about 17 minutes for those that are not in our time zone.
Perfect. Matthew Hopkins. Whoa. Matthew. Lumineth Realm Lords. And the list name is Lumineth Skinari Council, which is their subfaction. So I'm going to go on out on a limb here, and I'm going to say upper bin. No, just kidding. I didn't understand the assignment. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. Unfortunate. Sorry, Matthew. Well, not sorry. You should have known.
You should have known. Yeah, absolutely.
This is so Scenari Council is like the plus to cast subfact. You're locking into that temple essentially.
Okay.
Then you can pick another temple every battle round, and so it's 5 drops. He's got the manifestations of Hish, and it's intercept and recover and master the path. So a very aggressive tactic set. Severith and a Huracan Spirit of the Wind. So it's like the 2 foxes are going to be jumping around and shooting you a bunch. He's also got the twins in a regiment by themselves, and Enlightener, which has the Silver One Flawless Commander, so making the infantry a little bit faster, and as well as an extra cast. 2 units of Reinforced Blade Lords, which with the Enlightener can be given an Ethereal save as well as a 5-up ward, so they can be pretty tough. And then a Scenari Capilar and another Scourge of Grand Light of Altharion. So it's similar to a lot of the limited lists that we see. Like, it's very grindy. Blade Lords love to just get stuck in combat with something and they'll just like beat it up. They have those like 2 combat options of like spamming mortal wounds versus just doing their regular attacks, which can be Ren 2 into infantry, which is pretty spicy. And he's got the shooting threat of the 2 foxes. So yeah.
Awesome.
Not bad.
Thank you, Keith, for the question. I think for everywhere else in the world, it's already like known stuff. So like if you're ordering dice from the UK, they've always had to prepay their stuff. But the main issue right now is that you do have to prepay. But like with Canada, when we order stuff from overseas, we just pay the duty. Like it comes in and then we pay customs or whatever duty after it's already here. So I think Australia probably works the same way as Canada, and it's just like you probably won't get hit by duty unless it's like really expensive, which is kind of how the States used to work, but the limit was much higher. But anyway, the link is in the description below for the Etsy shop. The dice are all like almost all of them are everything except for the goblin dice are ultramat, so they're like the easiest ones to read as possible, and the goblin ones are like they're like a semi-gloss, so they're very, very easy to read, but not maxed out. But yeah, thanks for reminding me as well. They are, well, I shouldn't say they're better than Baron of Dice, but like, I think they are. Very high quality though. And yeah, so thank you to everyone for that. This will not go in the top 3. Yeah. They are cheaper than Baron of Dice. That's not debatable. Josh Trenholm.
Another KO player.
Josh. Okay. I don't know. Like, I don't remember the song well enough. Like, this is a Wu-Tang song, but I can't quite get the well, anyway. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay. So it's like gold rule. I'm just going to read it out actually. Yeah. Gold rules everything around me. Green get the money. Dollar bill, y'all. Oh my God. Wait, there's more? God dang it. I'll read it all out, okay? I grew up on the crime side, the Barrack Mornar side. Stayed alive with no jive. At second hands, moms bounced on old men. God dang it. Whoa. Hello. So then we moved to Zonland. A youth. Yo, rockin' the gold tooth. Low goose. Only way I begin to G off was Aether Loot. God dang it. And let's start it like this son, rolling with this one and that one, pulling out gats for fun. Oh my God, wait, there's more? Wait. Green Aether. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see. That's wild. I like, he changed a lot of lyrics there. Obviously. That's like a good amount of effort. Rob, not in my top 3 favorite rappers. Really? Even when I just read it out monotone and have trouble reading it.
Maybe if you had a beat to it.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Next time. Not next time. Definitely not. I don't know. I really like it. Upper bin? I'm going to say upper bin for me, but I don't think it's in my top 3 though.
Yeah. I would say upper crust to drop it down just because it's so long.
Fair. Yeah,
but
that's fair.
I appreciate what it's doing.
We almost always default to whoever rates it lower as well. So, right? I think we both.
I mean, we try to meet in the middle if possible, but
that's true. But I think we tend to like, if there is no middle, then we tend to default, on the conservative side of rating things. So, plus points for creativity, minus points for length, bonus points for almost getting Rob to sing. Yes, yeah, that it's not easy. I'm very self-conscious about my voice as well. Anyway, it's great though. Good job. I cannot explain the rules to this though, Carson. We have kind of already explained some KO lists. Do we want to just kind of skip over?
Pretty similar to Pendleton's list. Yeah, it's the same sub-faction.
Right.
2 drops. Is he doing the exact same thing? No, he's got the Emberstone Flare on the Etheric Navigate. No, it's a little different actually.
Is it? But we've only got 10 minutes left, so I was just thinking.
It's a similar concept. It's got the Sky Wardens, a 1 Grunstock gun hauler. It actually has 2 frigates. Oh no, sorry. It's got 1 frigate, 1 ironclad. So yeah, it's pretty similar to Pendleton's list with a little bit of changes. But yeah.
And it looks like they actually were kind enough to add the 40-point,
Yes.
like shrewd opportunist, etc., in there ahead of time, which is really great. And the guild expeditionary force 40 points, and that way people can kind of see how it's broken down and why it's not, why it's so,
and the big the big change is the you basically gave up one of the gun haulers for another hero, and that was that.
Oh, cool. I like it. Very good. Best of luck, Josh. And we pull another name. Ludivicus says, like a big frog's ass slapping the ground when he jumps. Cole Windsor. Whoops. Hedonites. Another Hedonites list. Hey, that is awesome. I can tell this list is like, I can tell this tournament's going to be awesome just by like some of the lists that we're seeing. So this is like, this actually I think has to go in the recycle bin, but I'm going to read it out. Hedonites of Slanesh. Who actually reads list names? I bet Dayton does.
I don't think it's recycle bin. He knew what he was doing. Yeah.
But isn't like the question, doesn't that alone mean it like he's doesn't think that like anyone, like he doesn't know that there's a competition though, right?
I don't think it's necessarily that they have to know there's a competition on this show.
Okay, fair enough.
I think it's like love of the game, right? Just like naming your
true.
list because it's funny.
That might be like an up point just for that. There is a question in my mind: does he know that it's a thing? But like on your argument, I want to put it in there regardless because this is actually kind of awesome. I'm gonna like say upper crust because of the love of the game aspect that you brought up.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay, I'm marking it up. Slanesh, so take it away, Carson.
All right.
I don't know anything about this.
So Seeker Cavalcade, which is the retreat in charge for cavalry again. He's got scouting force, which makes sense. Restless energy, so fairly aggressive tactics. Actually, I guess scouting force isn't. He's got glutos, which is going to be again just like a very easily obscured ball of hard to kill.
Very hard to kill. Right.
Demonettes reinforced, which I believe with a spell they can be given like crit mortals, and they can just like rush across the table. They're just pretty efficient for their points. A unit of reinforced Slickblade Seekers, unit of reinforced Twin Souls for the -1 attacks when you get into combat with them. He's got the Mask, which is going to do like the deployment phase teleport things that could kind of like throw a wrench into your plans. And then 3 minimum size units of Seekers, the Shard Speaker of Slanesh, which has the -1 save thing that I mentioned in the previous list, as well as the same artifacts, which is the once per game +1 attack, as well as a once per game 1 CP, bring back a unit at half strength. So, yeah, nice. Pretty cool list.
Very cool.
Best of luck to you, Cole.
Absolutely. On to the next one. So we've got Mike Byers. And again, if I'm mispronouncing names, which seems very likely to me, I apologize. I don't feel sorry, but I apologize. Gloomspite gets again. What, like, this is like the den of champions, you know? Like, what meta? Top tier? Never heard of it. So, having said that, is this a recycle bin? 5 alarm fellas? Right?
I think so.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it's, yeah.
Yeah. It might even be like didn't understand the assignment, but I don't know where the fellas is coming from. So I guess recycle bin. But yeah, Squigalanch. Does it still add +1 to the attacks characteristic of Squigs? Okay, cool. That's cool.
On the charge.
On the charge, right? And then spell lore of the it's the, all the Gloomspite gets stuff. I noticed that their manifestation lore often gets taken as well, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
Right? I kind of wish that they done like the scare mob, like different manifestations for them, but there's a lot of units in the army already, so understandable. Yeah. Oh yeah. So this is like have 2 catapults, and then we've got the Sun Champa again, but we've got a unit of Troggoths, which is interesting, and then I think like do we have Frazzlegate in the last thing? I don't think so, right? Is the Clammy Cowl still -1 to hit?
I believe so.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I don't know what he does. Squig Boss with Nasha Squig, and then a bunch of Bounders, 2 reinforced Squig Herds. So that's kind of cool. That's where you're going to see the value out of the sub-faction. Huh. I mean, I guess it's like, just like, even if he's just a mobile, I don't have this book code, so I can't tell you what any of this does. But yeah, I guess we can kind of move on though, because it's like largely the same kind of thing.
We'll do one more list. Yeah.
Okay. At least one more. We'll see. Maybe even 2. Depending on how fast. James Rennick. Come on. There we go. Iron Jaws. All right. So we've got Iron Jaws, and the list name is Love, Dirty Zog, and a Boys.
Like a sign off at the start.
Oh, I see. I see. Should have indented. Love, Dirty Zog, and a Boys. I like that. That's cute. I think it's like a kind of solid mid-bin list name for me.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Zog Rocks. Oh, so it's the Army of Renown. Ooh, that's kind of cool. So you're getting like the 5-up ward on your Ard Boys when they're within range of each other. And then some just 2 units of brutes with a mega boss for just some slap action. And then War Chanter, Ard Boys, War Chanter, Ard Boys, Ard Boy Big Boss, and Ard Boys. It's pretty simple, really. You know what I mean? It's just going to walk forward, have a really good save, be really hard to kill, and probably not all out attack. You know what I mean? And maybe get some mortal wounds from Zoggy. So it can also slap things too. By the way, a while ago, someone said no more. I did notice your comment. I was saying about the delay on the stream, and they're like, well, no more rules for you then. I was just like, yep, fair enough. Cool. Yeah. Best of luck to James. So it's 8:59. Do we want to do one more, or do we want to just go right into list names? One more?
One more. My dog is cheering for one more.
Okay.
Yay.
Well, it is Carson Whitlock. You said it. Can't take back now. Carbson Whittlemaker.
All right. Do you want to read the list name, or do you want me to?
Oh. Yeah, you should read it.
Okay.
I got one sentence in, and I was like, nope, this is you.
I'm playing ogres, obviously, and the list name is These Cheeks Were Made for Clapping, and that's just what they'll do. One of these days, these cheeks are gonna clap all over you.
Oh, sorry. I thought that was the part right. That's very good. That's very, very good. I like that. And it's very jovial and kind of jaunty, as usual, I need the why don't you explain the
Sure.
the list real quick, and then while you're doing that, we'll get the chat to
my list almost hasn't changed since
right. So
the past couple things. The only difference is that instead of bringing a Bloodpelt Hunter who is a priest, I'm now bringing the Man Trapper with the Great Gut Lord trait, so he can do the funky shooting people and reducing their charge dice thing instead.
That's so good. It's so funky. Yeah, I like it a lot.
So it changes the structure of the list a little bit. I just shift around where things are, but it's that's the only difference. Otherwise, it's almost a Highlander list for foot ogres, with the only repeat being Noblars. So, yeah,
I like that a lot. While we're waiting for the chat to catch up, so they can I don't want to like, spoof the thing or whatever, because Carson isn't in, he's not able to win it anyway. So while the chat is coming up with a rating for solid upper crust, okay, says Canada Born, I like it. While we're waiting for the chat, how do you feel that ogres, like, you consistently do well with them? They're clearly like your favorite army to play, etc., etc. But like the stats for them are like never that good. So like you know what I mean? You're usually getting buffs. Like, how does that feel? It's crazy, right?
It feels great.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, it's nice because they're not, I wouldn't say they're like we did our star chart on them a long time ago, but right. I wouldn't say they're like horribly hard to play, but I think that they're just kind of like punishing for the type of people that would probably want to play them.
Oh yeah,
like,
interesting.
If you're a Timmy and you just want to walk forward and smash, like, you actually probably shouldn't play ogres. You should probably play like Slaves to Darkness or something.
Right.
Where you can tank a hit as well. Ogres cannot tank a hit. You have to be very careful with your positioning. So, but yeah, it definitely works out, because I think ogres are like almost, or maybe like my favorite they've been in their current state, just because of
and
like
you were like not real happy when 4th edition dropped in terms of their rules.
No, it was just too simple, and yeah,
right.
But it's just like, so I don't know, like I just like when I can run a Highlander style list that has a whole bunch of different tools. Like, I played a practice game this past Sunday, and I realized like I was maybe kind of overloading my opponent with explaining everything. I was just like, oh, and this does this, and by the way, this does this, and I'm just like, holy crap! Like, it's so many tools that ogres get. Yeah. So no, it's been going well though. I'm at tournaments. I am 19-1 with ogres this GHB. So yeah,
pretty good.
Pretty good.
It seems like upper crust. That's kind of what I was thinking too, but I was like drifting in between upper crust. Because he also, you got to deliver it as well, and you delivered it well. So yeah, I think upper crust sounds good. Good job, Carson. Terrible luck to you, though. Absolute worst luck possible.
Thanks, Daddy.
Yep, you're welcome. For those that have been around for a while, will know why I don't wish you good luck. Andrew Twos. Also known as Andrew.
So we're just doing list names now?
Yeah, because it's 9:04, okay. So yeah.
Cool. So Andrew 2's list name, he's playing Daughters of Cain. It is, what kind of karaoke party has tequila, a donkey, 12 rain ponchos, a 5-gallon Pepto-Bismol, and a Guy Fawkes mask? What?
You didn't answer it. Or I guess the list is the answer.
I guess. Maybe this is in reference to. No, I don't remember most of this stuff. At I thought it was like Damon and Roma's like house party thing they did before Northern Waste, but I don't remember any of this stuff.
Okay,
it's just karaoke and that's it.
None of it. Okay. This is really good though. I'm going to actually say upper crust.
Upper crust.
Yeah, just because I like it's I could see upper bin, but I just don't think it's beating out what's currently in the upper bin. So yeah,
I agree.
Awesome. Best of luck. Great list name. Sounds like a movie reference. It might be. We got Ethan Vollmer.
The list name is, for Night Haunt, Olander's Goons.
God. I can't tell how childish they're being or how childish I'm being. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
God dang it. It's simple though, and it's pretty funny, depending on what they're going for. Oh man. I don't know. Can you go first for this one? Because I
think I know what you're going for, but I don't actually know if that's what he was going for.
So
I think it's an upper crust. I think we've been saying that for everything about this show,
but if we knew that that's what, if it was like Olander's Goons gooning or something like that, we'd be like, okay, we know what he's going for, and I can,
like Olander's Gooners,
yeah. That, you know what? It's probably, I think you're probably right. I don't think that that's what they're going for. So, okay. Best of luck, Ethan. Okay. What do we got? David, it's cut off, but it's Blanchard. Oh, Blanchard right. It comes up after. Yeah. Oops. Dang it. No.
So
I couldn't
remember. Another
it.
longish one. He's playing Blades of Corn, the Gore Tide.
Okay.
And the list name is.
Yep.
I don't like this rock, Robert. It's pissing me off.
What?
And then in parentheses, it says, for the uncultured, this is a reference to the popular TikTok sound Marcus the Worm, which, despite its seemingly unhinged and random nature, is actually a nuanced metaphor for the general nihilism most people feel towards the current state of the world.
That's pretty awesome. For the uncultured, by the way, uncultured and not knowing TikTok that's a crazy statement. We all agree on that, right? I think it should be for the cultured. And for that reason, I'm knocking it down a peg. I'm going to say upper crust. I know it's like we've been doing it all night, but that's how
I was going to say upper bin, but I'll follow you down to upper crust.
Yeah. Just because, anyway, yeah.
Not top three.
Not top three. Yeah, exactly. But best of luck. I couldn't remove David, so if it comes up again, I'll just have to. All right, I could have removed it, but then I misclicked not on the button, and then it just told me to go F myself. John Christensen. Lumineth.
Can we read this?
Oh,
live?
No, yeah, no, we can't.
The list name is the Great C Word for those.
At first I was like...
To which I say 5-0. Easy 5-0.
Easy 5-0. It's... What's your actual rating? Or is it 5-0?
I'm stupid. I would be like 4-0-1 just because it's so stupid. But
it's so dumb, but...
Yeah.
But I don't think we can give it that.
Yeah. Upper bin, not top three?
Not top three? Sure.
Yeah.
It is the right count kind of stupid, but we can't give an award. You know what I mean? Like for that, right? Anyway. At first, like, I didn't even think it was funny at all. And then it just like, I was like, oh, and then like a few different things fell into place for me. Oh, it's David again. That's crazy that I almost rolled him twice in a row. Yeah. Isn't that great? I was like trying to cover it with my hand too, by the way. Michael Nonomura. Gotta find it. Michael.
He's playing Seraphon with a bunch of Bastillodons, and the list name is Shooty Fun Pew 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 Boom.
That's cute. I like that a lot. I like that way more than I should, probably. But I don't think it's in the top three. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. You agree?
Crust,
okay.
Not top three. Yeah.
Yeah. I do really like that, though. It speaks to me. And it's simple fun. By the way, I really like the logo for the tournament. It's really cool. Mm-hmm. Mitch Quaja.
Oh, he warned us earlier in the chat. It's
right.
It's Skaven 2000.
Right.
Sorry, Mitch.
Mitch, did you tell us though whether or not it was like you didn't know about this whole thing, or whether it was just like you didn't?
He said he did not know.
Oh, you did not know? Okay. Thank you for telling us. Yep. I really appreciate it.
Which makes me even sadder because I know Mitch quite well, and I thought we were friends, but I guess not.
It makes me happy. Yeah, because it makes him sad. So that's great. Kyle Bodywash.
Kyle Bodywash?
Yep, that's what I said. Oh, it's ogres.
Didn't understand the assignment. It's just called ogres.
Okay.
Yep.
You need to do better. Okay, moving right along. Love you, Kyle. Best of luck. You've already got captured Carson's heart just by playing ogres. So, Kendall Joyner.
Also ogres.
Oh, wow. I thought it didn't even come up.
This is a repeat.
Oh, yeah.
This was at Northern Wastes, and his was
That's
Zaddy
true.
Tissues for Daddy Issues.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, moldy bits?
Moldy bits.
Yeah, it's got to go down at least one when you reuse it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. At least one.
So you can't reuse tissues either. That's gross.
That is super gross. Especially if you've got zaddy issues.
Yeah, especially.
Roma Tour.
One of the dudes at Sigmar.
Nice. Let's go, Roma. By the time I eliminate them from the thing or whatever, I can barely catch up to you, but...
So she's playing Stormcast, and the list name is, in the priesthood, space, comma, we share the duty to Soulburn, comma, dot.
No space after that comma, by the way.
No space. And then, comma, 3 priests walk into a bar. May your faith be bigger than your fear. This is unhinged. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening with this list name. At the start, it was like maybe this is like a monologue from the video game or something, and in the middle it's like 3 priests walk into a bar, and then at the end it's a quote from this gives off like 1999 like my personal website energy, like an HTML.
But having said that, I am here for it. I loved Unhinged is speaking my language. This might be in my top 3. This might be in my top 3.
Who's it beat out?
Oh, I don't know. Wait. Does it beat out anything for you? Because if it doesn't, then that automatically. Because I'm not sure if it beats out anything. So if you know it doesn't, then
I think it beats out 5 Guys is so passe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think you're right. Okay. So I'll put it in there. That's where she's at. And then we'll move on to another list name.
And we'll
assess. It's completely unhinged, and I love it. Oh, we just passed Kenrick, one of the world champions. Matt Ray.
He's playing Fire Slayers, and his name is Blazing Bros.
Blazing Bros. Okay.
Midbin?
Sure. I think it's Moldy Bits, to be honest.
Moldy Bits? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not even totally positive. Well, I think they probably understood the assignment, but okay. It's fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with it. But like, I usually save the mid bin like stuff if people like are trying hard on the like the theme or the narrative side of things. Adam Wills.
More KO. The list name is Short Kings.
I mean, it's kind of a low-hanging fruit, but I still kind of like it. I guess I'll go mid-bin.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. I didn't even get a chance to, like, punch it in. Boop. Whoa, sorry. That pinged kind of loud. Mike Wilson.
Lumineth, and his list name is Fancy Pants Elf Nerds with their fancy hats. Isn't this also a repeat?
I think it is. Yeah, I'm almost positive it is. We both had that reaction too. Yeah, Moldy Bits. Reusing a name.
How dare you?
Yeah, you disparage the honor of this hallowed tradition. Quinn Hines? Not like the ketchup, though.
Playing Idneth Deepkin, and his list name is plentyoffish.net.
God damn. That's my favorite. That's actually I think that's at least a 4-0 in one. I think that might be a 5-0 in my heart. Yeah, that's definitely
Sounds
a
good.
5.
I think that's our current front runner.
Yeah, that's the one to beat, man. That's so simple, but there's so much there. And
The .NET is really nice too.
It's so great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shoot. Oh man. That's so good. Good job, Quinn.
Okay, does that beat out Roma? Actually,
well, it beats out. Why don't we just save it at this point?
Sure.
Sure, okay. Oh man. That's a 4-0-1 for sure, says Ludovicus. Yeah, I think for me that's a 5-0. That hit me obviously so hard. Braden. We expect a lot, Braden. We expect too much. Flesh Eater Courts. Oh, it's even gone. Okay. Two Best Friends. Isn't there like a kid song? Best Friends, something. Oh no, I'm thinking of. No, never mind. I'm thinking of something else. I think I'm thinking of the Bobby Lee podcast, like Bad Friends, and he was like singing that, like it's a children's song. Anyway, I don't know. You go first this time. I don't know what to do, and I'm getting.
I think this is a mid bin, and I'm sorry, Braden.
Yeah,
but I think it's a mid bin.
I think so. There might be more here, by the way, and so sometimes that just happens. But I think that's right. I think you made the right choice. Mid bin. Sorry, Braden. We love you, but we gotta call them like we sees them, you know. And if we don't get the reference, we gotta make mistakes. Matthias, right? Yeah.
Matthias is playing KO like a jerk.
Yep. I mean, we already knew that. Like,
yeah.
I've known this young man since AOS 1 or 2. So, yeah.
The list name is Zondari. Sounds like a European fashion brand or something.
He didn't even write out something. And brand is randomly capitalized, but nothing else is that should be. Except for
Zondari is spelled wrong.
This is also kind of unhinged, actually. Is it in the top 3? That's what we got to ask at this point. He sings the song when you play him over Discord. That's good to know.
I think it depends. Like, I think Roma's probably been pushed out. So it's basically, is it better than Ridge or Brennan's The Cruel Daddy XXX69 has joined the chat?
Okay. Wait, sorry. Who's been pushed out?
I think Roma, probably.
Roma.
That was like funny one time.
It was. Yeah, because it's so unhinged. Yeah, I agree. Okay.
Brennan.
Okay. So you think, wait. I think I like the 69 Uwu Cruel Boys one more.
Yeah, me too.
Than that.
So I think it does push out Ridge.
I think it barely pushes out Ridge. Yeah. Does it? Yeah. Does Matthias's push out? Are you saying Matthias's pushes out me push cavalry forward, me fight you, me drink beer, slaves to darkness?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Do you think that?
No, I actually don't. If I'm being
okay,
I like it a lot, and it made me laugh, and it is unhinged, which is I'm all about. But I don't think this one won't survive like Roma's didn't survive in the same way.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay. Then we can just keep the top 3 as is, then Ridge, Brennan, and Quinn with the current front runner.
I got your message, Justin. I will respond hopefully later tonight. Carl Ong.
It's the coach for Team Canada.
Oh yeah. Wait, I thought you were the. Oh no, you're the. Never mind.
I don't know if I could read this out because I know what he's doing.
Wait, you don't think you can read it out?
Yeah.
Is it safe to? Okay.
Yeah, it's safe to.
Okay.
The way that I want.
I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah.
Concedo tapotuo.
You piece of crap, Carl. What the fuck?
It's like a Japanese like
never give up
strategist.
Yeah.
I concede.
Concede tapotuo. Potuo. That's pretty funny. Is it in the top 3? I don't think it's quite in the top 3, right? Or is it?
I don't think so either.
Okay. Yeah. I'm not sure what I'm panicking for, but I mean, there's like what, 10 left maybe? So Natasha, come on down. Natasha had a really good one last time, didn't she?
I think so. I think so. She's playing Sylvaneth again, and her list name is I've got 4 Alarials, and this list has none.
Oh, and then don't forget there was the cry emoji or the tear emoji.
And the tear emoji. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Good.
But not top 3.
Not top 3, yeah. Taryn, Maine.
Didn't understand the assignment.
Okay, thank you. Which one got you, Keith? Sorry, I didn't see it at the time. Was it the same Plenty of Fish one that got me?
I think it was.
Oh, okay, good, yeah. Kenrick, we expect everything from the former world champion. I hope this kept him up at night. Okay, so the list name is Oh Shit, Here We Go Again. Or if everyone gets to turn off wards now, I'm going back to Old Faithful, Old Fartful. 2,000 points out of 2,000 points. That's pretty good.
Pretty solid. I just like Old Fartful at the end.
Old Fartful, yeah. Old Faithful, Old Fartful.
Yeah.
That's pretty
I don't think
good.
it's top 3 though.
Right. I actually thought it was Nurgle for some reason, and then that would have been, but then it's Fartvest Nocturnals, which is the fart reference. It's not top 3 though. Yeah. But it is good. It's very solid. It's like what you expect out of a former champion. You know what I mean? Like you expect a solid performance. You know?
I think it's too self-referential, to be honest.
Oh, that's not a bad point. Tim Veldhuis. But it is self-referential in that he's also going back to like his old faithful army, you know what I mean, that he was playing. So I'll allow it this time. Tim, yeah, I already said that.
He's playing Seraphon, and his list name is @Dayton, and then a space. Starseer can take away wards, and then another space. Also, B movie is my arch nemesis.
What the hell is going on? I don't understand this. Does anyone understand this? I get the first part, @Dayton. Not sure why there's an @ there because it's not going to actually notify him or do anything in your list name, but that's great. I love that so far. And then Starseer can take away wards. That's true. That's a factual statement. B movie is my arch nemesis, like the one with Seinfeld in it. Is that what he's referencing?
I think so.
Okay. Hilariously, completely unhinged. We've never seen this many unhinged list names ever. Truly a thing of beauty. It's because Dayton lost his Be'lakor to 80 skinks. All because he didn't know the anti-ward spell. I get that. Okay, but what's the B movie? Anyway, it's not in the top 3 though, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Hilariously unhinged. I do love it. I get that part. I appreciate it, guys. I really do appreciate it. I don't get the B movie thing at the end there. Yeah. Calvin Osterdahl.
Another KO player.
Whoa.
Disgusting. All right. His list name is Do you know what nemesis means?
Is he
A righteous
referencing the last thing?
A righteous infliction of retribution manifested by an appropriate agent, personified in this case by an horrible C word, ... me.
I do like the self-deprecation. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I'm sorry. There's too many podcasts, and I've added another one in Justin's. It's not on the top 3, right? I like it.
So. Sorry, Calvin.
You know, and he's got all 3 of the 40-point things in here. You can tell because 1880 points. Yeah. Cool. Let's do it. So we got to get rid of that one, and then we go over here. Okay. Corey for real, I believe is how it's pronounced. Corey Ogres.
He's playing ogres.
Yeah.
The list name is I saw Lemon Party and Tub Girl at a young age. Don't ask me about my trauma.
This is also a little unhinged because it has nothing to do with his list at all. I don't know either of those references, though. I don't know what Lemon Party is, and I don't
That's
know...
a good thing. That's
good.
Is
it? Okay. Yeah. And I don't know Tub Girl either.
Yep. Very good that you don't know that. Yeah.
What is it?
Just gross. It's gross.
Like, is it...
It's like early internet, like in the era of like Two Girls, One Cup or...
It's in that category. It's like a... Yeah. I see. Okay. Lemon Party, I thought it was like... Do you remember like there was like a movie with like... What's his name? Oh, dang it. I can't... There was like a bunch of like food and they're getting like massacred. I thought it was something like that. You know, like
I wanted to say Spirited Away for a second, but no,
it's not that. No, it's got Seth Rogen in it. And it's like a CGI movie with like a bunch of food and like. Is it called Sausage Party?
It is.
Oh, okay, okay, because like that's what it kind of was. Anyway, I like this a lot. I don't think it's in the top 3. Okay, so solid upper crust, right? So we've got 6 total names left, and the 6th to last one is Dom Elson. Daughters of Cayenne. Daughters of Cayenne Pepper. If you're having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a witch ain't one. That's pretty good. And it's not too long either. Also a rap song.
Mm-hmm.
Is it in the top 3?
Nope.
I don't think so. I like it. I really like it a lot, though. On another day, it probably would be, but too bad.
Too bad, Dom.
Oh,
Pick that.
It's a quote from Snatched, or Snatch. Sorry, with what's the handsome boy's name? Brad Pitt, right? Dylan Hayev. Again, I'm sorry to all the names that I am mispronouncing tonight.
I think this is Recycle Bin. It's totally not Corb's FEC. So
okay, yeah, fair enough. So okay, I didn't get a chance. I'm glad that. Beep. Daniel Callaghan.
Callahan.
Okay. Is it? Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Weird. Wait, I was like, that's crazy. Like on here, I totally read it properly. And then on the wheel, though, I was seeing a bunch of eyes and E's that didn't exist. Iron Jaws. And then should be the Legion 4. This might be a recycle bin because I'm not sure.
It might be. It's 4 drops. It says the Legion 4 Orc War Client. Yeah, probably recycle bin. We're not sure if he knew.
Not sure.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we've got 3 left. Joe, I always mispronounce this. Is it Thibodeau or Thibodeau?
Thibodeau.
Thibodeau. Okay.
Thought as a cane, and the list name is Down with the Patriarchy.
Okay. That's cute. Not in top 3 though. You know, like it's cute because it's a Daughters of Cain list. Right? Yeah. Yeah. But not in the top 3, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, we
More.
got 2 left. Of course, it comes right down to the wire. Jeez, it barely went in there. Kale Pinkos.
Kale Pinkos.
Blades of Corn.
He's playing Blades of Corn, and his name is High Fructose Corn Syrup is bad for you and will give you the diabetes.
That's awesome. That's quite good. I think maybe we should just put it in like top 4 and then kind of figure it. I don't know if maybe you're not there. For me, I'm not sure if it's in the top 3.
I think probably not.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's great. It's very good though. Very good. And then the last one is Jesse Lyons. Oops. Did I misspell that? I must have. Oh, it's with a Y.
He's playing Corn, and his list name is Thirsty for Bloodbound.
It's cute, but it's not in the top 3.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is all of them. Thank you so much to everyone who played. We appreciate you. That was very entertaining. So I think we both know exactly what the list order is. I think in 3rd place, it's Me Push Cavalry Forward, right?
Yep.
2nd place, 69 Uhu Cruel Daddies XXX_69 has joined the chat. Very good. And the winner has got to be plentyoffish.net with the spaces in there just so it doesn't accidentally create a hyperlink. Mwah. Thing of beauty. Diabetes indeed, Keith. Yeah, Plenty of Fish. It's honestly it's crazy how simple it is, and yet it's not even close. Like this one, he ran away with it. And it was awesome that it wasn't there from the beginning, you know? He left us just enough time to worry about it, you know?
Yeah. We weren't sure, but yeah, he came in at the last minute.
He did. Yeah. A lot of Alapexes here too. Hence the name. Plenty of Fish. .net. Awesome. I will try and get your trophy, Quinn, to Carson. When are you leaving, or do you not want that information out there?
Friday.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're leaving Friday. Okay.
Morning,
So
yeah.
Morning. Okay. So that means I have to get it to you by Thursday. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll try. I might even try and get it to you by tomorrow.
Cool.
If
We'll try and make it work.
Choit. Anything to add before we mosey on out?
Don't think so. Come say hi at the event. I'll
Yep.
see you there. I'll be there on Friday, probably in the evening ish. I'd imagine early
Nice.
evening. So
Awesome.
yeah,
Yep.
I'll get you all there. Best of luck.
Best of luck to
And,
everyone. Yep.
Yeah, we'll see you next time.
See you next time, guys. Bye.
Bye.